Hi, welcome to the channel. Jay. Steven Fimo Lopez fight week. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the live today. Shout out everybody in the building. Make sure you punch that like button as you coming in. Make sure you punch that like button as you coming in. So I want to do a live review to the Shakur Stevenson interview on the last stand while we on here for 2 cents after dark. Let me see if I can get away with the last stand. Is that like a Showtime? What kind of show is that? Cause like the Zone, they don't let you play nothing. They be tricky. Let me see. I think this is just Brian Custer's deal. Give me 1 second, y'all. Forgot to monetize my live. Y'all be sure to punch that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the $ Cash App 2 cents boxing, or let me know and dropping it below your 2 cents as I go throughout the live today. Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lip. Put a 1 if you excited about this fight. On a scale, let me rephrase that. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I'm super excited. I've waited my whole entire life for this on some Max Kellerman. Or maybe. It's boxing, I'll watch it. So I'm not even watching this fight. So on a scale from 0 to 10, how excited are you all about the Shakur Stevenson Teofimo Lopez fight? Scale of 1 to 10. I say I'm at about uh I'll give it about a 6. I give it a 7. I give it a 7. Cause it's not a fight where I was just like, ooh, I want to see T.O. and Shakur fight. So it wasn't even a fight I just was like, I really, really wanted to see. But if they're gonna make the fight, I'll watch it. And then, it's two decent fighters, two quote unquote elite fighters. So it should be a good fight. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna be an exciting fight, but it definitely should be a good fight. Lee Jackson say a 7. That's what I said, Lee, a 7. A 7. So I was gonna let a couple more people pull up in here before I get started. So what about okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do y'all feel about the Ryan Garcia Mario Barrios fight? Now, y'all know I'm a Ryan Garcia fan, so I like watching Ryan fight. I think him and Mario Barrios, it's an okay matchup. I see him stopping Barrios, but I give it a 8. I give it an 8. I want to see how Ryan looks after. See, me and Lee Jackson me and Lee Jackson, we be on the same page. I want to see how Ryan look after the Rolly loss. He definitely look in shape. What's up, Fly? Kadir? One Strumus. Is that what they say? One Starmus? No more sleepwalking. Cornelius. I'm telling y'all, 12. I'm off of here. I'm not staying on here later than 12 tonight. That's why I'm on here early. That's why I'm on here early. I want to go through this video with y'all. I just hope I don't get copyrighted. I don't think Brian Custer gonna copyright you if you're trying to just do a review. If you're just trying to do a review. Now, people have been talking about clips of this all day.
The Last Stand with Brian Custer.
So I'm watching this the Last Stand with Brian Custer. I'm doing a reaction video. Kadir. I'm off. Shakur Stevenson said some very interesting things throughout this interview. So we just gonna go through. I'm gonna give y'all my 2 cents. You give me y'all 2 cents. And we just gonna chit chat about the interview. We're gonna watch it together as a team, as a group. I made a couple shorts about it. Y'all can go check them out. I've been, in my short bag lately. I'm definitely gonna put up more long form content. It's a lot. It's a one-man operation. It's a lot going on over here. It's a lot going on. I want to make sure I'm giving you quality content. Because believe it or not, I'm your YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. Believe it or not. It be y'all on me telling me what I said. I be like, do you listen to my show? Because I don't never see you in the comments, in the super chats, in the cash apps.
That's right. It is The Last Stand. We bring you the biggest.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it.
Today, we got one of the biggest in the sport of boxing. This young man.
Hold on, yeah. Hold on.
World champion. He is currently the W.
What I'm going to do is speed it up a little bit. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. And I'm going to throw a little music on that. Y'all cool with that? Playback speed, let's do 1.25. Do that. Let's do a little.
BC, lightweight champion of the world. He is none other than Shakur Stevenson. With a shame. He's back.
What's good? What's good, my guy?
How you been?
I've been good. I've been good. I'm grinding.
I know you've been riding because January 31st, you're moving up now to 140. You got Teofimo Lopez, Madison Square Garden. Tell us why 140. Tell us why. No.
Was one of the biggest names at the weight class. I think he's the most accomplished at the weight class. He's one of the guys at the weight class. It's a risk, and I enjoy taking risks. So I think my main thing is scared money don't make no money, and wait to go out there and prove to the world that I'm the best.
Tell me about what went into the decision to go up to 140.
Because at the end of the day, you got to realize. Hey, at the end of the day, you got to realize, yeah, he's a guy at 140. I can't just make him come down to my weight class. I gotta go up to his weight.
Now I can't say that I agree that T.O.'s the guy at 140. Was anybody? Don't come in here. Hold on, y'all. So put a one in the chat if you was like before the Shakur fight, man, T.O. is the guy at 140. I'm just saying, who thought that? Because I did it. If you thought it cool, I'm just saying I didn't think that. I wasn't like T.O.'s the guy at 140. I honestly wasn't even thinking about T.O.
And I think that's the main thing.
You know, Shakur, we had T.O. On The Last Stand. In fact, we had him on in November. It was T.O. who kind of broke the news right here on The Last Stand that you guys were actually going to fight. He even said it, that we're going to people know now, even though it hadn't been officially signed at that point. But I want you to listen to what he said in the fight. Take a listen. Throw it up for him, Alex.
You know, I just can't wait to really show the flaws that I see in Shakur Stevenson and, you know, really putting that to the test when that time comes.
What do you think about, and I heard an interview that he had done recently. He talked about people that see my power. They talk a lot about my defense, but they're going to see my power. And
Slow. He's slow. I'm at lightweight. Or with everybody that he sees.
Hey, mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Can y'all hear me clearly? Hello? All right, here we go. What was the last thing you heard me say? My thing just kicked me out of internet tripping. Y'all know this weather got everything acting a fool. I need some internet that ain't affected by the weather. But I'm gonna have to get a Starlink or something. All right, so did y'all see the To sounding real? I'm just gonna go back because To sound real confident. Oh, what I was saying was the Zapata fight. When I watched the Zapata fight, he didn't. Kadir, hello, you hear me? When I watched the Zapata fight, he didn't seem as athletic and as fast that you know what I'm saying as I thought he was.
Seeing it from his group and from those that have been, killing the game, honestly, like Terrence Crawford, which he calls and refers to as Big Bro. I think that the whole thing of that nature, I think that's really what's keeping him wanting to aim for bigger and better fights and for better opposition. I have yet to see, and I think you could attest with me, I don't think we have seen Shakur face anyone higher than who he's going to face next, and that's of me. So, I definitely, commend him at least for stepping up to the plate. But I think it's time. I think it's really that time for him to really take his first loss and, me whoop his ass to the point where either he quits on the stool or I knock him out.
Whoa. Your response.
He say he gonna either quit on the stool or knock him out. To look, I will say To, y'all think To looking confident? He is sitting there rubbing his hands together like you know what I'm saying, like he need to comfort himself or something. But he say he's slow. You see his face? He say he's slow. To say he's slow. I don't know what To got up his sleeve. Kadir say To don't seem confident. You don't think To seem confident? I've seen To not look confident. Leading up to that Cambosis fight, To did not look confident at all. I was telling my husband like To is about to lose this fight. He was like, man, he ain't about to lose again. I was like, look at To. I said To is tripping. He's about to lose this fight. What's wrong with him? To was really tripping that Cambosis fight.
To that, Shakur.
My response is I think his ego is kicking in right there. I think that he's trying to trick his mind into believing the things that he is saying. When he say that I'm slow, I think we both know and we all know that when he fight them big slow guys like Josh Taylor and Arnold Barboza is where he kind of attacks and he feels more comfortable because he got a speed edge. But when he fights somebody who's a little bit smaller, faster, and the guys is not even that good like a Cambosis, and he has trouble. So for what I've seen, if a guy loses to George Cambosis, I wouldn't lose to him in a million years. On my worst given night, I wouldn't allow George Cambosis to come out victorious against me. So that's my response to that. Let's see if I'm slow on fight night though. Let's see.
Yeah. Uh, what did you think about him saying not only stopping you that either you're going to give up on the stool or I'm just going to flat out stop him?
I enjoy that. I enjoy that because that's when guys underestimate me. They don't understand what they're
Hadley was piecing your ass up though, Shakur.
getting in a ring against, and it looks really good on the outside, but you get inside of there and you realize things are a lot different than they was when you was watching it. So I can't wait for him to see. I want.
That's what I'm saying, Big Coop. Now, where Shakur get all this speed from all of a sudden? Now Shakur fast too. Like y'all just keep adding attributes onto this guy. Like Shakur Stevens is like build a boxer. Like every time an attribute come up, y'all just add it to Shakur. Come on, man.
him to get aggressive. I want him to come in there and think that he can stop me or try to knock me out. And the opposite thing may happen to him if he feel that way.
I like it. Obviously, one of your best friends, Terrence Crawford, retires. Canelo, you see, he's recovering from elbow surgery. There's been talks of Boots and Ortiz, but for some reason they can't come to any kind of agreement here. Tank is obviously hasn't been in the ring because of outside the ring stuff. For the good of the sport, how important you think this fight is, you and T.O.?
It's very important. That's why I push for it. At the end of the day, these are the fights that's going to make boxing great again. These are the fights that keep people into the sport. So that was my goal with this. I'm tired of going in the ring and guys being like, "Oh, you're not fighting nobody. Oh, you're not this." I didn't have to do this fight. I could have stayed at 135 and I could have campaigned at 135. But for me, I feel like I wanted to fight at 140 against T.O. because he's one of the biggest names in the sport.
How for the good of the sport, how important is this fight between you and T.O.?
It's very important.
T.O. Shakur making boxing great again? What's y'all 2 cents about that? I'll say after the fight. If it's a great fight, exciting fight, it was a great fight. Cool. I'll decide that after the fight.
But it's important because it makes boxing great again. It keeps the fans that want to see the fight in tune. And also, you got to realize once again, I didn't have to take this fight. I was campaigning at 135. That's the weight that I'm at. That's the weight that I 9 times out of 10 going to go back to after this fight. But I did this because I know Tio's one of the biggest names. I know that he's one of the most accomplished fighters in or around my weight class, and the challenge wakes me up. It makes me want to go harder. It makes me want to train harder. It makes me want to keep getting up over and over and showing up day in and day out to make sure that I come in at 100% on fight night. So for me, this fight means everything for the sport. This fight means everything for me, my career, my legacy, and I can't wait to put it all on the line.
How does it upset you at all, Shakur, when people get on social media and it seems like when you fight, they be like, "Ah, he's a boring fighter." Defense.
I mean, the thing is just like you picked me though. You feel what I'm saying? It's you picked me. It's not like I'm up here and I'm like, yeah, I want to fight you, and then you like it's not like on some Mikey Garcia shit. Like, I guess it is kind of like Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia did pick Spence. I don't know. I don't know what Mikey Garcia was thinking. But it's just like, oh, I'm going up taking all these risks. On the risk factor, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a risk is T.O. to Shakur Stevenson, according to y'all? On a scale of 1 to 10, like how big of a risk would you say T.O. is to Shakur Stevenson? Now, I guess I would think T.O. has a shot to beat Shakur Stevenson, but as far as the risk factor, maybe I'll give it a 7.5 maybe. Mikey Garcia got the legacy beat out of him. So, what y'all? I give it like a 7. Aircraft carrier say a 10. Lee Jackson say a 4. Damn, why you do T.O. like that? 6, 7, 7, low to medium. 6.5. I say about a 7.5. I say about a 7.5. So I guess it's a risk. It's a risk. But if I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna say we'll see how T.O. look in the ring. His father said the hardest thing for him to do would be to make weight. So I'm wondering how big of a factor would that play in this fight?
It's a fighter too boring. And is that part of it where you say, okay, you know what? Now I'm gonna fight T.O. Call me boring now.
Oh no, it don't bother me no more because they pick and choose. I still hear it to this day. Oh, he's boring. He's a defensive fighter, but it's like my last fight. I went in there and entertained the crowd. I went out there, entertained the people. I took a couple punches more than usual than I usually would take. So if I did that my last fight and y'all still can say it, y'all still want to let it haunt me. They still bring up the De Los Santos fight when I done fought 3, 4 fights already since then. At the end of the day, these people just gonna hate me and they're gonna keep hating me. I think they hate winners. So
Bro, you don't just get to do it one fight. You don't get to be like, oh, look, I did it one fight. It becomes an expectation. That's what people want to see. Okay, if your last fight was exciting and people liked it and the fans liked it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying go out there and fight like that again, but I'm just saying. And you can't make people think your style not boring. If people think your style is boring, bro, they just think your style is boring.
I just gotta live with it.
What do you say? And T.O. he talked more about this too in the interview. He said, "Man, here's the thing about Shakur. He is great defensively. He ain't got no punching power. He ain't got no punching power to keep guys like me off of him." How do you respond to that when people say that?
Like I said, at the end of the day, it's easy to say things from the outside. When you're not in that ring, it's easy to say, oh, he's pillow fisted, he's this, but when you get in the ring, you never see nobody walk through my punches. You never see nobody come in there, and even when they try, they get beat up. They get beat up, and they gotta respect me. So I don't care who it is. You gonna feel my punches, and I think I want you to feel like I can punch. I want you to feel that way. Keep feeling that way. I think that's where a lot of people get surprised. There's a guy named Yoshino. I remember before my fight with him, he kept putting it out there as if like, oh, he can't punch. He don't punch hard. I'm just gonna walk through him. He can't punch hard. Next thing you know, he ended up on the canvas twice. So let these guys feel that way.
Shakur, I seen your grip strength, bro. I seen your grip strength. So I don't know what you doing to be punching so hard, but your grip strength is directly tied to how hard you can punch. You do know that, Shakur, right? I'm just saying.
I heard, I think it was an interview you had talked about once about taking fights and letting your hands heal, things that nature. How bad is it? I mean, I remember Gary Russell, who had great fast hands, but he always said, yo, I got to fight maybe once a year. Twice is too much for me because of my hands. How bad are the hands for you?
I found a remedy. I'm good. I'm good. I'm one of them guys. I adjust. I'm not gonna keep doing the same things over and over and over. So I found a great remedy, and I ain't been having no problems.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Did he just say he not one of them guys that keep doing the same thing over and over and over when his hands been hurt for 9 fights in a row? But I'm so glad he found the remedy. I'm curious what it is. I'm curious to know what he did to rehab his hands. I'm surprised Brian ain't asked. Come on, Brian.
I know you've probably been working out with obviously Keyshawn Davis, but Terrence Crawford as well. How has that been going?
It's great, being in the gym with guys like that. But honestly, you gotta also realize I done been in the gym with them guys for years and years. This is nothing new. We came up together. I came up in the gym with these guys, so we grew together, and ain't nothing different now. We just keep pushing each other to new limits. That's the main thing.
Were you surprised when Terrence finally said, you know what, I've done all I can do. There's no more. Were you surprised? Like he's like, yo, I think I'm gonna hang it up.
Nah, I mean, I was kind of surprised, but I kind of was down there begging him to like meet done. I mean, at the end of the day, dog, this dude done did everything in the sport of boxing. He done completed every accomplishment on his list, and still to this day, people talk bad about his resume and who he done for. So, when he said that he will never get the credit, um, that is true. I don't think we get the credit until it's all over. I think that goes for all of us. At the end of the day, these guys just want to hate us to hate us. So, I respect his decision. I think that his legacy is going to be one of the greatest ever, and I appreciate him for even pushing me to the level that I got to. So I'm proud of him.
I think for me, it was only surprising for this fact that, you guys fight.
Anybody surprised Terrence Crawford retired? I wasn't. Anybody want Terrence Crawford to come back? Put a one in the chat if you want Terrence to come out of retirement. Somebody said, not really. I'm not. No. What? You telling me Terrence Crawford won $100 million and there's no demand for him to come out of retirement? I don't. Hell no. Fresh 313 just came out of nowhere. What up, Fresh 313? Fresh 313 wasn't even typing in the chat, but he definitely chimed in. He said, hell no. Y'all don't want to see Crawford come out of retirement? Even Boxing Hacker said no. Boxing Hacker even was like, nope. You might say, go out like MJ. No need. This is Terrence Crawford's biggest Johnson boxes in the chat. And they don't even want to see him come out of retirement. I don't know who he gonna fight. I'm just saying, I start hearing Terrence Crawford come out of retirement for $100 million, and I start thinking, damn, people want Terrence Crawford to come out of retirement that bad. So I was like, let me ask y'all. I've been meaning to ask y'all, but I've been forgetting. But It just came up right now, so now I'm asking y'all. Somebody say, a lot of people saying they only want to see him come back and fight Boots. But Lee Jackson, it's been coming up again. They talking about Dana White. Ooh, excuse me. They talking about Dana White trying to bring Crawford out of retirement. And speaking of Dana White, I know I'm getting off topic, but this is 2 cents after dark. It's 10:13. We got all the way till 12 o'clock. I started looking into Dana White, right? Because like I say, I didn't follow UFC. I don't really know too much about Dana White. And I'm like, people can't be serious with Dana White. People cannot be serious with Dana White. So what I'm going to do, where you at that it's 12:13 already? That's crazy. It's only 10:13 where I'm at. Hold on. So I came across an interview with Dana White's mother. And she done wrote a book about Dana White because she said she didn't like the man that he became. And this was like 8 years ago. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to bring up none of the old shit from Dana because it's a lot of it. I'm just going to pay attention to the business dealings at the UFC, the lawsuits, the fixing fights, the all of that, and whatever comes moving forward as far as the boxing and whatever come up about UFC since he got the Paramount deal. We're going to start from there because Dana White is terrible. I don't know how anybody is endorsing him to do anything, to be honest with you. Man, he pulled Gamboa up. Rich, you better chill out in my chat calling people names. I'm going to start timing your ass out when you start crying like a little baby. I said, what you doing? Say, Dana White mom hates Dana. Man. It's bad, y'all. So listen, if y'all want to, all I did was watch a Dana White video or two and all this stuff just started popping up in my feed about Dana White. I'm like, golly, this guy's a piece of work. And it's crazy just for so much bad stuff to be out there on you publicly. Like, I look up videos of Al Heyman, I see people crying, thanking Al Heyman, people in wheelchairs that he'd been taking care of. And even after they wasn't able to box no more, he took care of them and their families so they got on their feet. I didn't see no videos like that about Dana White. I did not see no videos about Dana White. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know, because I told y'all I was finna launch an investigation into Dana White. And after a couple hours, I'm just going to be like, okay, we're just going to maybe tie things he's doing now to things he's possibly done before in the past. But I'm not just going to bring them all out. How about that? Just to keep it on a quote-unquote even playing field. Because, you know, people don't care about Dana. They just want to watch boxing. Which leads me to my next point, right? You know, we've been talking about the Zuffa thing, the boxing thing, and, you know, okay, we're going to be getting more fights, but do we care about quantity of the fights or quality of the fights? And I'm hearing people say, man, I just want to watch fights. And that's a common thing that I've been hearing over and over ever since people realized that Dana White lied to them and ain't nothing he said that he was going to do, he has done. And he's actually done exactly what he told you that he wasn't going to do, which was create a new side of the street and a whole new belt. Now everybody is saying, Well, I just want to watch fights. They don't care about the quality. They don't care about the names. They just want quantity. And so I'm thinking, if y'all just want to see fights, what problem did y'all have with boxing? Because you got to pay more for it. Now you got to pay a monthly subscription to watch boxing. 2, 3 different subscriptions. It's still pay-per-views. So if all you wanted to do was watch fights, we was already watching fights. Like what? Like all the crying, moaning, complaining, only for us to end up to, I just want to watch the fights. Well, why wasn't you just watching the fights before? I don't get it. I mean, I don't know. But back to the interview.
To be like, I want to be pound for pound known as the best fighter in the world, and he had finally achieved it. There was no one who could say there's no better fighter, and he was finally at that spot where now he could dictate on who I want to fight and the money amount. That's why I think for me, I was like, whoa, I thought it was somewhat surprising that he left at this point, because he was finally in the position where he could pick his opponent and the number that he wanted, things that like Canelo has been doing for years.
I mean, Terrence not one of them guys. He's a risk taker. No disrespect to the guys that been in that position before, where they dictate and choose. I want to fight.
What? Anyway, I'm gonna let it play.
This guy. I want to fight this guy. Bud Crawford is not that type of guy. Bud Crawford want to fight the best. He want to challenge himself. He want to get up and train super hard and know that he's going against a guy that's a lot of people feel as though they could beat him. So with him being in that position, as far as a businessman and all that stuff, I don't think that he's a businessman, but I don't think in that situation it really wakes him up. Like he needs something that's going to wake him up. Like, yeah, let's go. Like, oh, y'all think I can't jump up 3 weight classes and fight Canelo Alvarez? Bet I'm gonna do it just because y'all think that I can't do it. So he's not that type of guy. He's a real risk taker.
No, he didn't do it because we think he couldn't do it. He did it because he think he could do it because Canelo wasn't that big, which is what he said in several interviews. Why y'all be just putting too much sauce on it?
I got the feeling, listen, this is just me, Shakur. I really believe that 2020.
Nobody even asked him to go fight Canelo. So how we think he couldn't do it? Nobody asked him to go fight Canelo.
26 is your year. For the simple fact, you're starting off with this banger. You got guys like Gervonta who's out of the ring. It's like, man, I just believe all eyes are going to be on you. When you visualized it, how do you see 2026 panning out for you?
I think I'm becoming a big superstar in the making. I think you're right. I think this is my year. I feel like I'm going to put it all on the line. I'm going to fight for my legacy. And truthfully, I am a superstar. Like, I'm born superstar. I've been trying to run from it my entire career, but at the end of the day, you got to.
Was you born a superstar? Was you trying to run from it your entire career? Like, listen to this sequence.
I finally just born superstar. I'm going to fight for my legacy. And truthfully, I am a superstar. Like, I'm born superstar. I've been trying to run from it.
I am a superstar. I was born a superstar. I've been trying to run from it my whole career.
My entire career, but at the end of the day, you got to. I finally just know now, step in my shoes and enjoy it. This is what God wants for me, and I got to follow God's path.
Yeah, but my question is, why would you try to run from that, man? Because for years people have been saying it's either Shakur or Tank Davis. Why run from that spotlight?
Because it's overrated. It's an overrated position. You got to realize when you get into that spotlight, it is a lot of great things that come with it, the money, the success, and all of that stuff. But it's a lot of negatives too. You have people in your business. You have people that want to tear you down just because of the position that you in. So you go places and you got to watch where you at, how you move. It's people that are seen in that position to where they barely could go to the bathroom by themselves without 6, 7 security guards following behind them. So like I said, it's an overrated position. And
who, Shakur? You talking about Floyd? Like, who you talking about, that boxer that got 6, 7 security with him to go to the bathroom? I'm just curious.
I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, it's God's path, though. It's God's path, and that's where He want to take me. So let's do it.
Yeah, I love it. What is your goal, ultimate goal, especially for this year in the ring?
my ultimate goal this year in the ring is conquer. I want to conquer. I want to make as much money as possible. I want my legacy to be defined by me taking risks, doing challenges that people don't do in this sports. A lot of people in my position that they sit at 135, but they wouldn't dare go to 140 and fight the guy that's the guy. They wouldn't dare take that risk. So I just want my legacy
T.O. the guy that's the guy.
to be defined by a guy that took risks and wasn't scared to put it all on the line and still got the job done.
Oh, I love that. One guy who certainly got on social media, he called you boring, but he had a whole lot of other names for you. And you guys had some heated back and forth on social media. And I guess here's my question. Do you believe we will finally see Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis in 2026?
Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't even want to speak on him. I don't got too much to say about him.
Wow. And if I may,
Brian Custon said, wow. Can you tell me why Shakur, like, what? I don't understand. Well, for him. Like, okay, fucking being Shakur. Please. I'm to move on. Please forget him. I agree with Shakur. F him. I agree. Shakur Stevenson should F him and go. He go fight all these other big names and go fight all these other people and run around he could fight. I mean, I think at this point, like, I just feel like once Shakur disappeared and was over there in Saudi Arabia and doing all that, I just don't feel like, I could be wrong, it's just really that big of a demand for that fight like that. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just Shakur. I never really said nobody was ducking per se, but you could have had the fight, in my opinion. That's what I think. But I mean, but why he like he about to throw a temper tantrum?
In 2026.
Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't even want to speak on him. I don't got too much to say about him.
Wow. And
I guess to say,
tell me why.
You this mad because somebody don't want to fight you?
Come from?
I don't talk on people who feel as though I need them because I don't need nobody. I'm a big superstar in my own right. I make a lot of big money in my own right, and I don't need nobody. So yeah, I'm gonna speak on.
You know, and I don't know if you've seen this. We had your good friend Keyshawn Davis on The Last Stand, and the crazy thing was, I asked him the same question: Will we finally see Shakur and Tank in the ring? And his response was, "Listen, I'm the guy that Tank doesn't want to fight." He said, because we sparred and I tried to beat him up after we sparred. I'm his kryptonite and I will knock Tank out. And he knows that. Obviously, the quote has gone viral and people are like, whoa. Give me your thoughts because you know them both. What would you think?
Now, I know y'all seen that footage of Keyshawn talking after him and Tank was sparring. That's what I'm saying. These guys just be, why are you capping like this? And then people get on the internet and start talking noise and you the victim? Y'all seen, I'm not even finna look up the clip. But y'all seen that clip with Keyshawn talking about he hit me with some, he made me do this. Like, y'all seen the clip of Keyshawn talking about the sparring. But I mean, he just looked like he's just started problem. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. Like he want to fold his arms. Like he want to be like, fuck him. Fuck him. Fold his arms and be like, stick his lip out, hold his head down. Man, I don't need him. Oh, you think I don't need him? Oh, I don't say nothing about nobody. They think I need you. Nobody. I never felt like you needed him. I don't think nobody really feels like that, Shakur.
Think about if those two ever fought.
I pick Keyshawn against anybody. That's my brother. So at the end of the day, he a businessman and he's not just a businessman. He's a superior athlete and Anybody he fight, I think he beats him.
He also said he would never ever, even though I know Andre Ward had asked you that once. Y'all may have to fight each other eventually. Keyshawn said, "I would never fight Shakur Stevenson." Is the feeling mutual?
Yeah, vice versa. We wouldn't fight each other. Ain't never gonna happen.
Wow. I know one thing you did do. You had the opportunity to spar with Jake Paul because you had to get him ready for Tank when he was going to fight. What was that like?
I enjoyed it. I went down there for the experience of being around a businessman like Jake Paul. Honestly, he want to get the experience when it comes to the sparring. But me, honestly, seeing what he done with the female sport of boxing and
Yeah.
his own promotional company, the MVP Promotions, I just like to pick people's brains and be around that mindset to where like, okay, I see what you did here, I see what you did here, and maybe I want to use some of the things for my own situation when I.
What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Shakur? You couldn't go see none of this from Jake Paul until he decided to fight Tank? I'm just asking.
Get in a position to do it. So honestly, it was a great experience, and he's definitely a good guy. A lot of people judge him for being like the businessman he is off camera.
Yeah.
Well, on camera, but off camera, he's actually like a cool, humble, like human being. So that was good to really like know.
And from a fighting perspective, Shakur, obviously cruiserweight will probably be his best weight, not heavyweight. Do you think he could be, in your opinion, from a fighting standpoint, a contender? Or, obviously he talks about he wants to be a champion, but what do you think?
Man, no disrespect to like the fighters in the sport of boxing. Sometimes these guys don't be seeming like that good to me. So honestly, yeah, I think he can campaign at a cruiserweight and do something. I don't know if he would be a top guy at that level, but he definitely can campaign there. I would enjoy to see it.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
One person, you talked about female fighting. One person who goes harder, I think, for Shakur Stevenson than anybody in this world is Clarissa Shields. I mean, you can't say nothing bad about her man. It's Shakur Stevenson.
You putting a little bit too much sauce on it, Brian. Look at his face. Look at Brian's face. Putting a little bit too much sauce on it.
Because she goes hard. And she even said, you guys even sparred one time. You were giving her some good work. What was that like? Just giving her work, trying to get her even better. And tell me why you two have such a special relationship.
Honestly, I think we have a special relationship because winners connect. When we was younger, we went to the OTC together, and her room was actually like right next to my room. So like, she always been like a big sister to me, like somebody that I could really like talk to. And she'd tell me her problems. I tell her my problems. But as far as like winners, like that winning mindset and pushing each other to new limits and knocking on your door, get up, come on, we gotta go train. She knock on my door, get up, let's go train. So honestly, I don't speak too much on sparring. I try to keep sparring in the gym. But yeah, at the end of the day, she helped push me to a new level. I helped her push to a new level. And same way she got my back, I got her back.
What do you think about all the reaction she gets though on social media?
I told you, people hate winners. People hate winners.
People hate winners. It ain't got nothing to do with the dumb shit you doing. It's just because you a winner. No. Y'all gotta stop.
Guys like, let's say, Ryan Garcia, could go out there and just say the craziest things and talk a certain way. But when Clarissa do it, it's a big problem. But they don't get on Ryan Garcia the same way that they get on the Clarissa. And it's like, how is Ryan Garcia able to go do what he do, but Clarissa can't? And she wins and dominates and is the best two-time Olympic gold medalist, undisputed. How can we respect that? And I think, to be honest, it's sad to say, I think it's within our own people. I think our people got to open their eyes and see what's going on, because other races going to protect and support their guys regardless. And we don't feel the same way about our own culture. We shit on our own culture.
Here we go with
I think
the poverty pimping. Come on, Shakur, with this.
Our people are clowning and talking bad on her, and she's a damn fucking goat. Like, she goes in that ring and her craft is just the highest of levels. And yeah, she talk crazy. Yeah, she want to entertain y'all, but at the end of the day, she's doing this for y'all. So respect her and support her.
That's very well said. I like that. That was very well said, Shakur. You mentioned him. What do you think? It has been finalized. Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. What do you think about that fight?
It depends on which version of Ryan show up. You know, Ryan is a great fighter in his own right. Some nights I see Ryan Garcia show up and I'm like, "Ooh, this guy can fight." And then some nights he show up and you're like, "Oh, what's up with this guy?" So I don't know if it's the steroids. I can't tell you if he's on, if he's off, and
How y'all just gonna keep like loosely saying this man is using steroids like every time y'all mention him? Y'all gonna do that every time y'all mention him. Y'all gonna loosely mention steroids, but then y'all want to be mad when people mention snack. That shit crazy.
he's not performing like the guy that he should be. But it just depends on which version of him show up. The good Ryan comes in and beats Barrios, I think, but the Ryan that shows up with the off night, I don't think he'll beat him.
I'm happy. I love that what you said because we had Ryan too on the last stand, and obviously I asked him about your fight. Now, total honesty, he believes that you should win the fight, and he said that he would love to fight Shakur Stevenson. In fact, I'm going to quote him what he said about you. I would destroy him. It would be an easy payday. Talking about you, Shakur. I'm too big. I'm too fast for him, and he can't punch. End quote.
I mean, that sounds good.
Ryan Garcia would drop Shakur. I want to see it. I want to see Ryan Garcia versus Shakur Stevenson at 147 pounds. Too rich. What is wrong with y'all? What is tank opponent? What does this have to do with anything we talking about right now? Brian Custer is literally talking about Ryan Garcia in the interview. Come on, man. Come on, man. Just you gotta just stop the bouncing, bro. It's too much. You can't defend nothing that come out of Shakur's mouth. He be everywhere, but he's one of the best in the ring. Listen, J-Man say Ryan will expose that nigga fake ass defense. Listen, y'all, but J-Man 96. Please tell me, do we not go through this every single time? I sit down here, I break it down. Everybody argue with me, tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Then it happened. Then we repeat the whole cycle all over again. Ryan Garcia is bigger, stronger, faster, and more talented than Shakur Stevens. Is he more talented? I wouldn't say he's more talented. Just as talented. Is he the best boxer? Does he have the greatest fundamentals and footwork? Nope. But he has certain attributes that overcome those things in the ring. I don't give a damn about no street cred. I think Ryan Garcia could stop Shakur Stevenson. I don't care what y'all talking about. At 147 pounds. I want to see it.
Good. Like I said, all these guys could say all of the things outside the ring, but like I said, who knows which Ryan is going to show up? I know one thing: when if he do gets in the ring with me, he will be tested, and he will be tested plenty of times leading up to the fight. So as long as we got his steroids in check, it won't be no problem.
What does that mean? He will be tested plenty of times leading up to the fight. What does that mean? If y'all do fight, he will be tested plenty of times leading up to the fight. What do you mean by that? Is that some type of boxing lingo I'm not aware of? Oh, he's talking about drug tested? Okay, cool. Drug test him then. If Ryan is better than Shakur, then Rolly is better. Nobody said Ryan was better than Shakur. Did anybody say Ryan is better than Shakur? Just because Ryan can drop Shakur, does that mean he better than him? Is that what y'all think that mean? Man, I seen Ryan in the gym. I'm just asking if Ryan beat Shakur, does that mean he's better than Shakur? Or it just mean he was able to beat him and knock his ass out? You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all minds is just so like one track, one dimensional. And this is boxing. Boxing is a whole different facet of things. A fighter that you're better than can beat you in boxing. Do y'all know that can happen, right? Y'all said Devin Haney better than Ryan Garcia. Didn't Ryan Garcia beat his ass? If you beat someone, you're better than them. That's how boxing works. You're better than them on that night, Blaze P for P. That's how boxing works. For the most part. For the most part. Who says that if they fight again, Shakur wouldn't beat Ryan? Who says they wouldn't just keep going back and forth? I never said Ryan was better than Shakur. I just said I think Ryan could knock him out. What part of I think Ryan could knock out Shakur is me saying that Ryan is better than Shakur. Yeah, and my records say I be right too, Rich. What you saying? That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand. Just if you hear people say puncher's chance, does that mean that the fighter with the puncher's chance, if they get the chance and punch somebody and knock them out, that they better? No. Nigga, I can talk about Ryan. What is your problem? I don't understand. What is you saying? Ryan has always been a big dude. I don't think Shakur would fight Ryan due to Ryan possibly not giving Shakur. Man, Ryan ain't finna be no weight clauses. They gonna fight at 147. Skills pay the bills, right? The size don't matter. So what we talking about weight clauses for? I don't know why y'all want to sit on here and just act like Ryan Garcia can't fight. He a no. Like I don't know what y'all be looking at, and y'all can sit on here and act like, oh, he on steroids. So he on steroids, so now he can beat everybody. I guess. I don't know, but I would love to see Shakur Stevenson go to 147 pounds and fight Ryan Garcia because I think Ryan Garcia could stop him. It's just that simple. I didn't say Ryan Garcia was better than him. I didn't say he had better footwork, better boxing skills, better defense, better distance control. Shakur still does all of that better. $2. Point me to a video when Shakur got knocked out or even dropped to the ground. Point me to the video where he's fought somebody as big as Ryan Garcia. Too rich. And what does that have to do with what I'm talking about? Y'all still talking about Tank could stop. Too rich, bro. You gotta like take Tank out your vocabulary just for a couple days. I don't know when you got like this. You wasn't always like this. When did you get tank derangement syndrome? Yeah, Ryan a tough fight for all of them. Ryan is a tough fight, and that's what I've been saying about Ryan Garcia. He's not an elite fighter, but he's good enough, and he have attributes to give all the elite fighters competitive fights, and maybe possibly win some of them. I've always said that about Ryan Garcia. Hold on, y'all. All right, my bad, y'all. Where I stop at? But yeah, I've always said that about Ryan. I mean, if y'all go back on my page and watch my old videos, I've always made videos and talked about Ryan, so this is nothing brand new. And y'all act like not all of a sudden, if somebody pop for something, they should be banned out the sport of boxing. But y'all Johnson bouncing Conor Ben. Y'all ain't saying nothing about Shakur going to fight Conor Ben. Ain't Conor Ben a drug cheat? So obviously people do their time, their punishment, or whatever the case may be, and we just move on. Listening to too many Tank channels that trash every fighter that's a rival of Tank while keeping Tank in. What are you talking about? Bro, I'm about to have to time you out. You getting irritated with that. We literally sitting here watching the Shakur Stevenson interview.
Um, Devin Haney. Do you ever see Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney fighting?
I would love to make that fight. I would love to make that fight. Like I said before, it got to be some negotiations going on with all of these guys that's way bigger than me. I don't plan on going to 147 pounds. That wasn't really my intent, but yeah, I did see an opportunity with a Conor Ben with a guy who puts a rematch, rehydration clause on Chris Eubank Jr. So I said, I'll do the same rehydration clause and beat you up too. And people kind of took that in. They say, oh well, he'll fight Conor Ben at 147, but he won't fight Devin Haney. Well, I'll fight Devin Haney at 147 too. I don't give a like. I don't care. I'm the guy who you line it up and it all makes sense business wise. We can get in the ring, but I'm also going to make sure business wise everything makes sense. I'm not no idiot. I don't just do things out of emotions or what people say online. I move strategically, and I also will be on point when it comes to fight night.
But when other people move strategically, you get to criticize them for it, Shakur? I'm asking. I'm just asking because when other like y'all cruise like it's you cannot have it both ways. Do you get to move strategically or not? Do we get to move like the hypocrisy? All 2026 is going down. You sat up on here with that hood on your head. Hold on, y'all. All right.
I like it. I like it. In a perfect world, how many fights do you think we'll see Shakur Stevenson in 2026?
Maybe 2 to 3, 2 to 3. It depends on what kind of fights that I'm in. I can't tell you right now. If you want to have a year like fighting guys like De Los Santos, Ardom, you probably can get in the ring 2 to 3 times because where they pace is like a thinking kind of pace. But and if you fight as a Pater and you go through a war and then you got go through another war with somebody else, it's like it just depends on that, like how you feeling like after them wars and all kind of things. So at the end of the day, I would love to fight 3 times, but if it makes sense, it makes sense.
Uh, are you now free agent when it comes to you make the Shakur Stevenson now dictates his own fights and mixes his own fights now here going
For
forward?
sure, for sure,
I
for
got it.
sure.
How do you believe? Talk to me about Turkey. Do you believe he's good for the sport?
Yes, I don't understand his critics. Like his critic,
Let's see what y'all saying in the comments. This nigga put Twitterson on the back of his trunks and said he don't let fans get to him. What the F wrong with Shakur Bryan? Aircraft facts. I know he got more heart than Ryan for sure. back to attaching this man's name for something he said 2 years ago? Man, Shakur don't reveal nothing in interviews.
They be the guys that sit there and complain like, oh, none of these guys are fighting each other. They not making the best fights. But then you get a guy like him who goes and makes the best versus the best. He makes the fights that everybody want to see. Shakur and T.O. would never be a fight that would have happened if it wasn't for this guy. So um, you got to respect him and what he's doing for the sport of boxing. I just don't understand the critics when they complain and cry. And we done seen so many great fights in the last year or two. Bivol better be nobody was seeing that fight. Them were two guys
That's the only fight if people say. And probably Canelo Crawford.
who was never lined up to fight each other, and they sitting at the same weight class.
Even
Why
though
is it not
nobody even
happening?
asked for Canelo Crawford.
But Turkey made it happen. So Tyson Fury, Usyk, um, Crawford, Canelo. I would go down a list of fights that he has made that's been big fights and challenging fights for every fighters, and we get to see who is who. So I think his critics got to shut up and enjoy the sport.
Mm. And are we watching right now one of the most talented fighters this sport has seen when we talk about Shakur Stevenson? Because I see a guy smart, I see a guy who has great defense, and I see a guy, if you say you want to be offensive, okay, I'll be more than offensive with you. It almost reminds me, it's like Mayweather in his heyday defensively, and then Pretty Boy offensively. I'm talking Pretty Boy Floyd right now, but I don't know if other people see what I see. But I'm gonna give you the floor. Tell me what we're seeing now when we see Shakur Stevenson.
100%, 1,000,000%. You are 100% correct. Um, we are getting to see so many different avenues to my game, and yeah, people don't see it because they caught up online. A lot of these guys be caught up online about what somebody else saying. Everybody opinions is like if one person say it, the next person repeat it, then the next person repeat it, and everybody is following each other. But when you look deep and you look deep inside of watching the fights and studying what this guy is doing, and okay, this time he fought this way, this time he fought this way. He's not really backing up, running around the ring. He's not really. He's doing so many different things in there. And for me, I think it's amazing to see, and I think even with this fight, it's going to be amazing to see because I can promise you now, this camp I done felt on a whole different level. Like I done felt a lot better than I have in other camps. So, um, truthfully, I'm excited to see January 31st. Like I'm excited to see how this plays out. I know I'm coming with it, and he better be ready.
Yeah. And so we'll wrap it up here. Two questions for you. Number one, January 31st. Please let the people know.
No, I'm not gonna let you disrespect Brian like that.
What's going to happen when you step into the ring, Madison Square Garden, with Teofimo Lopez?
What's gonna happen January 31st is me coming out victorious. I will come out victorious. I have no clue how the fight's gonna play out. I don't know. I can't tell you. I know I can do it all in there. Whatever I need to do to get the job done is what will happen come January 31st. But my plans is definitely to put on an amazing show and crowd pleasing performance.
And then lastly, at the end of 2026, Shakur Stevenson will be.
Number one pound for pound fighter in the sport of boxing.
There it is. I tell you what, man, it's been too long, but I always enjoy not only seeing you, but talking to Shakur Stevenson, the unbeaten 3 division champ, looking to become what, 4 division?
Yes, sir.
Good Lord. Man, that's something else, man. Listen, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you in the ring. And we always love it when you give us time here on The Last Stand. And folks, that's what we do. We bring you the biggest names in the sport. And I'm telling you, this kid right here is the truth. He is one of the biggest. Shakur.
Come on, Brian. That was a good interview, Brian, but I gotta hit you. I gotta get a new Boeing. Deem had a boing. It was like boing, 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 boing. It had the little recoil on it. I need the boing with the recoil. What y'all think? Shakur soft touch Stevenson, last stand, Brian Custer interview. It was pretty decent. I mean, Shakur #1 pound for pound. I could see it. I could see it. Yeah, what y'all mean? Y'all don't know what recoil is with the little sound. Let me see what I guess I got for y'all. I actually thought the interview was gonna be a little bit longer, but I guess I'll drop the link. What time is it? Oh, I got about an hour. Let me drop the link for y'all. We got 1 hour. I'm off of here at 12. Everybody say it with me. At 12. Now some support coming through the channel. Maybe could adjust that time. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, oh, I do got one super chat. Shout out Big Dog Willie with the $2 in the super chat. He says the Tankamaniacs salute 2 cents boxing best show. Shout out Big Dog Willie. Did I drop the link yet? I ain't dropped the link yet. I don't know. I think T.O. do seem confident about this fight. I think he seemed confident about this fight. I think he may have something that he thinks is gonna work, and maybe when he get in the ring and he see that shit don't work, then that's when it'll kick in that maybe you done wrote a check that you can't cash. But as of right now, T.O. believes that he has a game plan, and he believes that Shakur soft touch Stevenson is slow. He say Shakur is slow. Now, I'm not gonna go as far as say Shakur is slow, but he's not as fast as he was at the lower weight divisions. He's not snack fast no more. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it was because he was being a bad bitch during camp again. Because he said he was maybe he was smoking hookahs and drinking wine again before the Zepeda fight because he felt like he had to take the Zepeda that serious. I don't know. Kadir with the $4.99 in the cash out. He said at 12, laughing emoji. He laughing at me. All right. When I hit end stream at 12 o'clock, y'all gonna be like, she ended the stream? What up, Isaiah? What you doing? What up, T-Rich in the building? Pay the full. What you got for the show?
I ain't really got too much. I think they starting to ramp up the promotion. Think they trying to get that
The
last
fight in
push out.
3 days.
Nah, they was just at the Knicks game though.
I did see him with the face off.
Yeah, so
T.O. looked bigger at that face off. He looked a little bigger.
Brian Custer was doing a little too much damn glazing, bro.
I mean,
let the best man win, man.
They probably threw him some extra change.
It's not look shit look bigger.
All right, shout out to No More Sleepwalking. He says, keep holding guys accountable. Shout out No More Sleepwalking.
Last thing, I wouldn't get him. I wouldn't put him #1 pound for pound, but I think he do break the top 5 for sure. or the top six. I wouldn't say you number one is kind of crazy. You got a lot of fighters to pick from.
He gonna be up there though. He gonna be up there
Yeah,
pound for pound.
yeah, for sure.
He gonna be up there pound for pound. Um, Shout out to the aircraft carrier with the $1.99 in the super chat. He says, "Just show up big." I like that laugh. That shit is funny. Shout out to Dondrick Nim. He say, "We gonna save that K9 from Big Dog Willie." Shout out Dondrick Nim for the $5 in the super chat. Big Dog Willie, he say he coming to get that dog. That shit is funny to me. Okay. Who else next? We got Isaiah. What you doing? What you got for the show?
Yo, what's going on? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, salute to the panel. I just want to say, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Shakur is gonna outbox Tio, just cause at the same time we don't really know what Tio we're gonna get. Cause I remember when he fought Loma, he was very serious, and like you kind of see him like being dumb, and that first press conference he was talking about jiggling his balls and just all types of weird shit. And I feel like Shakur's taking this fight so serious, not because he has anything to prove, but I feel like he might not even go back down to 35 with Keyshawn saying he's going up to 47. So we might see Shakur stay at 40. And I'm not gonna lie, I got him right now as like 7 pound for pound for me. But if he beats Tio and if he stays at 40 and he fights like somebody like Gary and beats Gary, well, that's if Gary can get through Hiroka. But I think that will put him easily number 4 for me, pound for pound. Just because I feel like Tio is that dude at 140, but also too, I feel like Gary is that dude too.
Man, T.O. ain't no dude at 140. Who was saying T.O. was a dude at one? Put a one in the chat if you've ever thought to yourself, T.O. is that dude at
Nah, nah.
140.
The only reason
Oh,
why,
hell
nah, the
no.
He
only
is
reason
a dude at
why,
140 though.
Hell
He
damn
is.
no.
nah, look,
He's the number
look.
one
Hold
champion.
on, hold on.
Hold
Listen,
hold
it's
on,
not. It's
hold on,
listen. It's people's opinion. Hacker,
hold
calm
on,
down.
bro, hold on. I just feel like Tio is that dude right now at 140, just because there's nobody else but Gary at that weight. So to me, it's only Tio and Gary that are those top dudes. But I'm not gonna lie, I like Gary more because he's my favorite fighter. So I feel like that's just what I'm seeing right now. But I kind of see the play if Shakur steps on Tio, which I'm not gonna say he's gonna knock Tio out, but I do believe that he's gonna outbox him because I know Tio's a counterpuncher too. So I feel like Shakur is gonna outbox him, and he might make Tio pay. This might be the first time we see Shakur jump in there and make him pay. But
That'll be a good fight. That'll be good.
that's just kind of what I'm going off of, just because we don't know what Tio we're gonna get.
So you think T.O. is the person that Shakur gonna be able to hop in and make him pay? You think
Yes,
T.O. is that
yes,
opponent?
yes. Only because Tio, like from that sparring match that I saw, it was kind of like a strategic chess game, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Yo, like, nah, it's not true." But if you go back and look at that, it's kind of like somebody throws something and they're just gonna throw right back. I feel like Tio is not gonna be himself this fight. I think he's gonna try to play the Shakur. I think he's gonna try to play a defensive, but I don't think it's gonna go that way. That's kind of why, like, I'm basing it off of that too, and just because I know how important this fight is for Shakur, so I don't believe Tio is gonna be able to get his shit off how he has in the past. Like with Barboza, that fight was pretty good, but Shakur ain't no Barboza, so I don't know. But that's what I'm rocking with, and I'm putting all my money on Shakur, if I'm being honest.
Dude, you put the house on Shakur. Shout out to Mr. Greg with the $5 in a super chat. He says it's midnight in the snow, and here we are at the 2 cents show. For support, sis, salute to the chat. Shout out, Mr. Greg. Who we got next up? We got Rich. What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, I think this gonna be a good fight. I don't know what people was like been seeing in Teal, but Teal a good fighter. And once again, I'm gonna say it one more time for the people that's keep saying what Teal gonna show up. I don't care if Shakur makes the worst Teal show up by how he fight or whatever. It should be no excuse in saying, "Oh, a good Teal ain't show up." You know what I'm saying? Because
Nah, Teal just gonna be cooked. Ain't nobody gonna be scared.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people keep running around saying that depending on what T.O. show
But it do depend on which Teal
up,
show up. That's
don't
true.
it depends. Even if he do show up good and Shakur take all that shit from him, it's gonna look like the worst T.O. showed up. So that's what it seemed like people are already using. You get what I'm
Nah,
saying?
you gonna be able to tell if T.O. was bullshitting or if he put up a competitive fight. It doesn't matter if he
I
win or
mean,
lose.
you could put up a competitive fight, or you had it all in your mind and everything when you in that ring, but your opponent took it out of you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, this, that, and third. I don't be using those talking points and making excuses for fighters and shit like that. Oh, he was this, he was going through this, he was nah. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely promoting the fight definitely now. And I seen T.O. with Spike Lee talking to him. I
Nigga, who
see.
the fuck is
I,
Spike
I
Lee?
yeah, and I'm just saying they definitely promoting it out there. I guess so. It should be a little bit more. I guess more people or
I mean,
whatever.
well,
But
I'm gonna go through the panel, but I want to ask what happens if T.O. wins? Like nobody ever talk
and that's
about like,
and
well,
that
if
and
T.O.
that's
wins, then what?
and that's it. That's another thing. Like if Tio win, I think he definitely. I
He on the
don't know.
pound for
He
pound list.
he should be more than on a pound. Because he damn near beat a lot of good fighters at that weight class. He ain't at no 116 fighting at women weight classes and shit like that. Fighting motherfuckers like that. And I feel like he definitely need to get his credit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I feel about Tio.
By
If
any
he
means.
All right, who we got next? Let me see who's next on the
Why
list.
you
Boxing
so
Hacker, what's your
aggressive?
2 cents? What you got for the
What's
show?
up, 2 Cent? What's up? Hey, just to bring back to that whole the Bud question. I don't think Bud should come back. I think Bud ended his career as pretty much the best fighter. There's not much he can do coming back. I don't even think he should come back with Boots because Boots had a chance to fight him. Boots said no. So I think he's done.
Oh
I mean,
boy.
there's literally nothing he could do that can top what he did. He's like lineal in multiple divisions. He's multiple times undisputed. There's nothing else he can do. I mean, the brother really achieved a lot. So I think the best he can do now is either become undisputed again or lose or something like that. But I think retiring was a good thing for Bud at this point. Only because he ended his career as the best. He ended his career on top, just like Floyd did. You know. As far as this whole Shakur and Ryan situation, Ryan had a chance to fight Shakur. I
Oh
don't know if you
boy.
remember.
Man,
Here we
this that shit
go,
I
man.
be talking about, man. This
All
why
right,
niggas
hold
don't
on.
let you on the
Let me
panel.
pass the
That's your
mic.
time.
Hold on,
Pay,
hold on.
Pay was ready for that shit.
Ryan had a chance to fight
Just
Shakur.
let
You
him
didn't
talk
got
and then we gonna pass the mic, y'all. Just let him talk and then we're gonna
In
pass the mic.
fact, I think was it the tank fight or was it the Devin fight where Shakur said, "Hey Ryan, regardless if you win or lose, are you gonna fight me?" And Ryan agreed. And after the fight, Ryan was like, "I'm not gonna fight you." Ryan doesn't believe he can beat no Shakur Stevenson. People look down on Shakur, but Shakur is really nasty work out here. People might not find him exciting, but his style is very hard to beat. And a lot of these fighters know that. All the Ryans and this and that, they know that. I think Tio is just going off the fact that he beat Lomachenko, who is also a very complicated style to beat. And he probably feels like he could do the same thing because that's what he's been talking about. Like, oh, we're gonna freeze you like we froze Loma.
Can we pass it around?
But at the end of the day, like Loma isn't Shakur. Shakur isn't Loma. That's two different styles.
Wrap it up.
So for me, I think if Shakur beats Tio, if Shakur beats Tio, I think he'll definitely be top 5, and then he can go back and fight Moritara, get a title there, or go up to 147 and do a catch weight with what's his name, the London boy. Either one will be fine, I think. But I think if he definitely beats Tio, he's definitely gonna be at least top 5 pound for pound, because that'll make him 2-time lineal 4 division champion. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. So I'll pass it there.
Well, he finished? He
I'm
done?
not finished. No, I'm not finished.
He
I'm
finished?
done. Go ahead.
Go
Oh,
ahead, Meek.
damn, yo. Your talking was like a Shakur fight, man. Seriously. I fell asleep. Oh, where we at? Round 12? All right. Oh, yeah, man. There's a whole lot of Johnson bouncing and holding and jiggling guys by the two testicles and shit around here. For real, yo. Because everything, Hacker, you just said was a lie. As usual. A lie. Shakur is so full of shit, it's ridiculous. Him and Keyshawn, they travel together. Holding hands, hopefully not. But then again, they could be. Because Turkey into that. I don't know. He is paying them a lot of money. Make you wonder. Uh, Anywho, yeah, yeah. He said whatever he was saying. I was just looking at his face when he was talking. And you could look at what he do, and you could see the nervous energy. He always fidgeting his hands and looking left to right and not looking at the camera. Those are telltale signs. You know, somebody who's nervous, somebody who's scared, somebody who's unsure, and basically somebody who's lying about everything they saying out their mouth. Talking about the man without, I don't want to bring him up or speak on anybody, but yet the whole interview you were speaking on him without saying his name. That's some funny work. Yeah, I land my plan right there. That's 2 cents. Oh, I left 3 cents there. I may come back later.
All right, we got Tony reviews. What you got? You on mute, Tony?
Yeah, turn on my mic. Um, like I said before, and I'll say again, I keep saying this is gonna be Shakur's easiest fight of his life. It ain't gonna be competitive. Ain't nothing Tio can do to beat him. He can't fight going forward. It's stylistically a nightmare for Teofimo Lopez. He can't cut off the ring. We already see him struggle against low tier boxers. We've seen him lose against a B level boxer in Sando Martin, but he didn't get the loss that he deserved. It's just stylistically, it's just a horrible matchup for him. It's not to say that. Well, I mean, I'm fuck it. Shakur better than him. He's just better than him. I don't even care. Shakur gonna beat him. And then Shakur gonna do whatever Shakur is gonna do. Ain't no way, ain't no how Ryan Garcia would ever beat Shakur Stevenson. Shakur ain't gonna fight him like Devin did. Ryan got too many holes in his defense. He's too leaky. He ain't gonna get that left hook off because he's gonna get jabbed in his face before he can get it off. And Shakur just gonna get out the way. Like the Shakur is just superior to them dudes. Like Devin Shakur, that's a better matchup, a harder matchup. Hitchens versus Shakur, that's a harder matchup for Shakur. But people like Ryan, people like Tio, that's easy money. As far as Bud goes, dude's like 38 years old. Why would he be coming back? Like, you got the biggest payday of your
That's what I
career.
said.
You got the biggest payday of your career, and you went out on top. Like, what you just did just put you into the ATG. Fuck the Hall of Fame. You're an ATG. Probably top 10. Put him wherever you want in that top 10. So, to me, Bud has nothing left to prove. He has nothing left to gain. The only name that he could potentially fight is Boots, but really, at the end of the day, he don't gain nothing from beating Boots because Boots himself really ain't done nothing in boxing. He got a belt, but it was a vacated belt. He ain't never
Man,
beat a champion. Well, I guess
he
Stanionis, if you want to count
yeah.
Stanionis. If you want to count Stanionis, you can. But that dude was so ring rusted, whoop the fucking do.
Come
But
on, man. We gonna
See,
jump
that's
no,
what
in
I'm
no,
there.
no, no, no.
saying,
I'm just
bro.
being
You could
honest.
just watch
Stanionis had
niggas duck niggas, and
why
then
why
y'all
y'all
just come up
talking
with
while I'm
that
Hold on,
talking?
bullshit,
Pay.
bro.
Let him
Why
finish,
y'all
Pay.
talking while I'm talking?
Well, I can talk
So
with whoever
again,
talking, but go ahead, Tony.
so again, at the end of the day, if Bud beats Boot at this point in time in Boot's career, then it's just gonna be what they've always said about Bud. Oh, look at your resume. You ain't beat nobody. Because
Exactly.
If he beats Boots, and then
Exactly.
Boots goes on to lose to other people at 154, then it ain't gonna matter at the end of the day. So there's nothing that should bring him back. Um, as far as pound for pound goes, if Shakur beats To's currently my fifth. So I'll probably put Shakur fourth because I had Nakatani at fourth, but after Nakatani should have lost and got a robbery win, I would say if Shakur beats Seal, he deserves to be like fourth on the pound for pound. He ain't nowhere near number one. He ain't no Anui. He ain't no Usyk. He ain't no Bam. But I would definitely put him fourth. And that's pretty much all I got on all topics that were hit.
All right, Too Rich, what you got? Too Rich, you on mute? All right, Dean, what you got?
What's the deal, Two Cent? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what up?
Yeah.
What up?
What up, dude?
What's going on, y'all? As far as y'all already know how I feel about the Shakur and T.O. thing. I agree. I don't really think it's too much T.O. can do. Firstly, just main reasons for the same thing me and Malik Scott been saying. He keeps his lead hand down. Nobody who's not good on his front foot and keep his lead hand down. It's gonna be Shakur Stevenson. It's just and then who constantly overcommits on punches and things like that. He's just not gonna be Shakur Stevenson. First of all, y'all know I think T.O. one of the most overrated fighters in boxing. But that's a whole nother thing. Um, as far as the Bud retiring coming back, ain't nobody tell this nigga to go retire. He just retired. How you gonna go retire? You just retired a month ago. Like, ain't nobody tell this nigga to fucking retire. Fuck out of his fuck. Like, and then I hear the boots thing. But who the fuck else he gonna fight he gonna get credit for? He beat Jerron Ennis in his prime. That's his best win. So it's like he do bring something to the table. He brings your best win to the fucking table. That's what he brings to the fucking table. That's who everybody want to see you fight. So if you do come back, I will hope you do fight Jerron Ennis. We don't want to fucking see you versus Jana back. Like
He
what the
gonna
fuck?
come
Like
back and fight Jao Opataya.
I mean, like, yeah, like who the fuck else do y'all want him to fucking fight? Like, I don't like Boots is a bad option or some shit. Like, I'm just like whatever. But leave that whatever. But as far as that's concerned, like I said, I don't really think it's too much that T.O. can really do. Maybe T.O. will go in here and prove me wrong. But I just think that when we talk about this boxing game, it's just mighty funny how we could say that. I mean, Shakur being T.O. won't mean too much, obviously, because everybody's saying he only gonna move up a spot on the pound for pound list. Like he's already on the damn pound for pound list. Like, what are you gonna move up a spot? Like, I don't know. Like, I want to know why people not buying this damn fight and why people ain't going to the fight and why that part when you putting these two guys together, it shouldn't be like this. Everybody talk our motherfucking heads off all year about we want to see the best fight and the best and doing this, that, and the third and blah blah blah. But then why this shit not a blockbuster? Why they ain't put promotion behind this shit? Why the tickets ain't fucking already sold out? Is the part that I'm confused on. I be thinking that y'all be bullshitting a lot about how y'all really feel about boxing. It's easy to say that you love boxing and all this, that, and the third. But then why is Shakur, Devin, and people like this not superstars? If y'all really felt this way, if everything y'all say is the motherfucking truth, why they not damn superstars? Why people ain't supporting this shit then? Why?
And
Nobody has explained this to me too. So I'm gonna land my plane here. I still haven't heard in the 2 years I've been on had a YouTube channel. Ain't nobody explained this fucking part to me. Now Shakur fighting T.O. the lineal, all that shit boxing hacker about the motherfucking say. And it's still not. They complain. T.O. was complaining about the promotion. Like, what the fuck? But go ahead, Tucson. I'm just
And
whatever.
and that's just my thing. It's like you want it to feel like a big fight. You want it to have a big fight feel. You want to say it's a great matchup, two big names, whoever come out on top. But then it's just like, oh, Tio ain't got a shot. Oh, Shakur gonna wash him. He don't stand a chance. And it's like, so which one is it? You feel like which one do y'all want me to be? Because if it's not finna be competitive, then like what are we saying? Now I'm not
Tucson is
saying you're not
both.
gonna give him no credit and all of that. I'm just saying like I don't
Tucson
I
is both. I'm gonna tell you why. It's both. They hype Tio up because of his wins. So we can't Tucson. He is where he's at. Now, whether me or you think he is as good as his spot says he is a different conversation. But as far as we know right now, Tucson, T.O. is boxing accurate. And T.O.'s the man at 140. So Shakur go up and beat the man who was one of the four kings, who is one of the more notable names. He get full credit for that. Now, how good we think T.O. is a whole another conversation. But if Shakur shouldn't worry about how we feel about T.O. What he should worry about is going here and beating T.O. and what comes with beating T.O. because he beat Loma and Josh Taylor and people say he's lineal and he up there with the ring belt for what they do, Two Cent. I just want him to keep that same energy every time somebody does this. We got to do this all the time. But
exactly because I was finna say they get to hoop jumping. Blue
Yeah, yeah,
Hustle
we
man, what you
definitely.
got for the show?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh
Can y'all hear
man.
me?
Yeah,
I
we
can
hear
hear
Uh,
you,
you,
Paige.
Paige.
All
what's
right, all
up,
right.
Blue?
It's,
Okay.
what two cent at?
Can you hear me,
Uh,
Paige?
You can't hear her, Paige?
No, I can't hear her talking. I can hear
you
Go
you, and
gotta.
out.
I can hear
He,
some.
Go out and come
Go
back
go
in.
out and
yeah,
come back.
Uh,
you gotta go back and come back
uh,
in. Um, I'm gonna say this, man. Um, I feel like this. A lot of times, like Dean, you said, what was your main point you was trying to push right now?
About which
Respectfully,
part? Which one? T.O.
respectfully, but what
or the
you were saying
Blues?
about Tio, you're in just in general. You said in Tio.
Oh, I was saying that no matter what we think of T.O., like I could think he's an overrated fighter, Blue Hustle Man. But
Hmm.
Hmm.
where he's at in the landscape of boxing, forget my
Hmm.
personal feelings. He's
Yeah.
supposed to be the guy at 140. He's lineal. He's the ring belt guy. He's a name. He beat Loma. So if Shakur beat him, he get full credit for anybody else that would beat the man. We ain't gonna have revisionist history after Shakur beat him and act like people wasn't trying to say Tio was the guy and all that. That's my point.
Okay. Okay. I got you. So what I'm gonna say to you is this, and then I'm gonna go to another situation, another topic. I feel like Tio is the man because the people that have the belts right now, they just grabbed the belt. Tio's been there, and it's not like Hitchison. He's called him out and said, "I want to fight you." You see what I'm saying? You know, like you have Gary Anton Russell. You know, it's like he took a loss. Granted, Tio took a loss, but he took a loss to Kambosos. And I don't understand why he didn't rematch him, but no matter what, he still took a loss. So what I'm saying to you is he still is the guy because he has a certain belt that people should clamor for to take from him. If he's such a person that was, in my opinion, that isn't the guy at 140. So one of the champions should prove themselves and go take that belt from him. You see what I'm saying? And
He
that
hasn't
to
given him
me,
that opportunity, Hustle Man.
I don't see that because I see like he's going for people that it really have that are high up there. And yes, he has messed the bag up. And I'm not trying to take up for Tio. I don't,
No, I feel
I
you. He
don't care
fighting
about Tio.
Shakur. We can't really say too much.
Exactly. So what I'm saying to you right now, but I feel like he's forced to fight Shakur because he
No, I
want to
don't think
stay
he
in.
forced to it. He could have turned it down because he
So
turned
hold
it
on, hold on, hold
down,
yeah.
on.
Hustle Man.
So let me say this. So my opinion is my opinion, and I feel like he was forced to it because
Okay.
the Sheik said that no matter what, he's done with them. The only way to get in, and Tio came out and was begging the Sheik, "I'll take lesser money. I'll do this. I'll do that to get back in good grace with the Sheik." So therefore, he took the fight with Shakur because Shakur is cool with the Sheik, and that gets him back in good grace. You see what I'm saying?
I
I
got
don't
you.
know if that's true though, bro. Because Shakur,
Well, hold on,
go
Pay,
ahead, go
Pay,
ahead, go
Pay.
ahead,
Let me
go
finish,
ahead.
fam. Let me finish. In my opinion, that's his way of getting back in good with the Sheik. Now, if nobody sees that where I'm coming from, that's what you how y'all
Now I can
feel.
see where you're
But
coming from.
this Thank you, Dean. Thank
Now I
you
can see where
very
you're coming from.
much. You see what I'm saying?
That makes
Thank you.
sense.
Thank you. That's logic. I like to come with logic. Anyways, so this is what I'm saying. That's the reason why he had to take the fight. He wasn't forced to, but he had to take the fight because he wants to get back in good grace. He's getting isn't it 9 million? Or he's getting money right now. He wouldn't be getting that money if he didn't take this fight because the
Mm.
Sheik washed his hands with him. So we're gonna move on right now. You know what I'm saying? He is the guy, in my opinion, because nobody's clamoring to say, "Hey, even if Tio's basically saying he wants to fight other people, there should be another champion that's saying, I don't care what you're saying, Tio, I want to fight you and take your belt.
It
You're
was,
the
but he
man.
lost. Big
You,
Hustle Man.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it.
One
That's the
smacked his hat
situation.
off his
Hey,
head.
hold
Big
on,
Hustle Man.
hold on. That's his problem. He should have took the loss. You see what I'm
No, I
saying?
feel
All
you. I'm
right,
just
panel
saying,
open,
You
boy.
see
y'all.
what I'm
Panel
getting
open.
at?
No, I'm
So
Nah,
with
what
it.
what?
I'm saying, so what I'm saying is this: that I just want to see the best fights, and I believe that Shakur will
He smacked the
wash
shit out of
Tio.
Theo head.
You see what I'm saying? We'll watch Tio. That's all I'm saying. And there's levels to the game. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Tio's gonna still cherry pick and do what he do. He was cherry picking, but then he had his back against the wall and he had to take the fight. That's all it was. He wanted to take the fight just like he didn't take the fight with Devin. You see what I'm saying?
Well, he didn't take a fight with them
So
because of the whole boot situation, right? That was the reason that he didn't take.
here you come with the BS,
That
boxing
was what he
hacker.
said. Why is that BS? He said
Nah,
that.
Hey, because
I'm gonna say
He
that too
said
because he could have fought pretty much a lot of different people over there. A lot of people with Turkey. So I don't think it was just that he had to take the fight with Shakur. I think that's the fight that he felt that he could possibly beat somebody.
yeah. Well, he wanted to fight Boots first, right? Then he said Boots turned him down,
That's
and
not
he's
what he said.
so.
You lying already.
Here we
I'm
go.
lying. There's a whole video of him
I'm
saying
not
that.
going to get in that
There's
situation.
a
I'm
Bro,
whole
gonna let
video of
y'all
him
handle
saying that.
that.
He said, and that's why he
bro,
didn't fight Devin.
Theo
He
was
said
in the
that
car with
Turkey
a
said that he
PBC
wasn't
hat
gonna pay
on.
him as much
P-
for Devin
hey,
for as for
Boxing Hacker, I
Boots.
don't like when you come up on 2 Cent Panel and spread misinformation.
You
Theo
want
was in
me?
the
You want me to
car.
post the link of the
No,
video?
I'm not. No, he
No,
did
I can
say
post
that.
the link of the video. Don't say I'm lying.
Shut up,
Hold
mother
on,
Don't say
sir.
Dean
I'm lying.
talking,
Can I
man.
He
explain? Can
no,
I
I was talking
explain?
first.
Can,
Why I
can
gotta
I
Shut
be
up,
can I
my
all
finish?
Dean
Can I finish?
talking, man.
Can I
hold up?
finish, my guy? Can I
No,
finish, my
I
guy?
was talking
What
first. You can
you
finish after
said,
Hey,
me.
Shut
what
one
up,
you
mic,
He
y'all.
said,
I
want
can't.
he
what you
wanted
said,
Hold
what
on,
you
y'all.
said
Hold on.
is
One
not
mic,
true.
please.
yeah. So I was
One
going
mic,
first. You can
please.
go after me. So he wanted to fight Boots. That was his words. What happened? Now he said he wanted to fight Boots. That fight
And what did he
didn't come
say
to
after
fruition.
that?
He's according to To, and if anybody doesn't believe, they Google, they YouTube.
according to
To
Tio.
Boots turned down To. You see the video, the first video you
All right,
see.
can I tell y'all
According to
what Tio
Tio.
said after
So
that?
and
That
he and
he's
he
leaving
said
out because
he
you
said the
leaving a
reason
part
that he
out.
didn't want to fight Devin because the Devin situation happened too. He said because Turkey said that he's not gonna pay him as much for Devin as he was for Boots. I don't know why people don't remember that.
Hey, 2 Cent, is you there,
So
2 Cent?
so according to him, his first choice was Boots, and then that's why the Devin situation didn't work out.
No, Tio was in the car when he had a PBC hat on and he was
Mm-hmm.
mad at Turkey and he talked about how Turkey messed the fight up with Boots. He didn't blame Boots.
He
Tio,
said Boots turned.
can
Okay,
I
hold on.
finish
Let me just
talking?
post the link.
Hacker,
You
Let
be
me just
talk.
post
quiet.
the
Hold
link.
Shut
on,
up,
you talk,
Hacker.
bro.
I can just
You
post the
talk.
link.
No, I didn't say what you
No,
said
let him
wasn't the
talk.
truth. He said that. And then he came out when he was in the car and he had a PBC hat on. He was talking, he was mad. That's how he started beefing with Turkey. He was mad at Turkey about the Boots fight, and he said Turkey messed up the Boots fight. That's why he was in the car trolling with the PBC hat on. That happened after that. That's all I'm saying.
True that.
That's all.
Right.
I agree. I think
Yeah,
that's
no,
exactly
Pay,
what.
that's all. Just don't. You got to put the whole story. Don't just say part.
Yeah,
Don't just say half of it. When
What do
Tio
you
yeah.
mean?
was in
He
the
still
car
said Boots
after that,
turned down the fight.
I didn't. Box Hacker. You
He still
listen to
said
say
Boots turned down the
did
fight.
what I say?
Okay.
Did what I say wasn't
So
true?
you
I said, Boxing Hacker, what you said was true. T.O.
Okay.
did say that. And then I said after that, he had a video coming out when he was mad at Turkey and he had the PBC hat on and he was in the car. He was talking about how Turkey messed up the Boots fight for him.
So
He
how
didn't
did
say
how
Boots.
did Turkey mess it
Can
up?
I finish without you cutting me off? Because I admitted to what you said. Because all I was trying to say is tell the whole story. He did say that. And then afterwards, he came out and said this. That's
How did
all I
Turkey
Hey,
said.
mess? How did he say
I
Turkey
don't know.
messed it up?
Ask
I got
Tio. That's what he
I
said in the
I I,
video.
Because
I got I gotta see that video because what I seen on Punch Drunk, I heard it out of T.O. mouth, and then Bill Haney came up on there and he said it out of his mouth. He said the fight for some reason something happened on Boots End with Turkey, and he said that's how the fight then get made. That's what exactly he said
well, that's cool, but
On
at the
Punch
end of the
Drunk
day,
channel. He said for some reason that happened, and Bill Haney kept saying, "Why would you
And what
turn
happened
down
to
this amount of
everybody?
money?"
We
but
right here.
So
So who won bet me then?
We here,
Since y'all
Queen.
both
We
want
here,
to dick
Queen.
ride. Since
yeah,
everybody
so
want to
that
act like they
so
don't
I
know what
remember him
since
saying that.
everybody want
I
to know
remember
what
him
since
saying that
everybody
on
only get
On
selective
Punch Drunk.
memory,
So
since everybody get
I,
more selective memory, y'all don't remember
all I
Tio being in
remember is
the
all I
car with
remember is
Rich, can
Davies
you
T.O.
ride
hear
on?
Dean?
Yeah,
Huh?
but his audio is
Rich, can
low.
you hear Dean?
I
I can
can.
hear him.
Yeah, but it's a
Nah.
little bit low.
Then
Dean,
that probably
say
where he
Yeah,
something.
gotta go.
Hey, T
yeah, they
said,
can hear each other. They just talking over
no,
each
I
other.
couldn't. I can hear Rich. Rich couldn't hear me.
Nah, Rich said he heard you. Rich, did
He
you say
heard you.
you can hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey, Two
Go
Cent, do
ahead.
you remember T.O. when he was in the car, when he had the PBC hat on and was talking about how Turkey messed up the Boots fight for him and he was mad at Turkey and all of that? He was trolling in the car. Don't nobody remember this?
I remember when
No,
he had the PVC hat on.
I
I can't
remember
remember
that
what he
part.
was
Yeah, I
talking about
remember.
though, but I can
Yeah,
tell.
I
I
don't
don't
remember what
remember
he
him saying
said.
nothing about Boots.
Yeah. I just remember that
Uh,
he said that Boots turned down the
But
fight. That's what I remember.
but
Yeah,
Right.
but
I
Now, if I,
remember that,
but
and I
even if
remember
that's the
find it
case
now,
though,
I remember everybody on these panels was saying,
now
"Why
if I
would Boots?
find it, hold on.
Boots? Why should
Now if I
Boots
find
fight?"
it, can y'all get kicked off the panel? If I find it, since everybody want to act like they
Horses.
got selective memory. Now if
No,
I
but
go
they
find
I
it,
not disagreeing though. They just
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
nobody's
agree.
disagreeing. They just
I was
don't
just
we
remember.
I was just
disagreeing.
making
Nobody
sure.
disagreeing. I just don't
I was just
remember it.
making sure. I
Yeah,
was
it's
just
only
Well,
when
making
they
feel free
sure.
to
disagree.
fight
That's
nah,
though.
all.
but nah, but what do piss me off though is we are what pisses me off is when we say Boots ain't never done shit, but we can see motherfuckers openly ducking this nigga.
But
That
what if
like
Theo
that
wanted to
shit,
fight him?
bro. He
Theo
wasn't
wanted to be in the
standing,
best
but
fight.
he
Hacker, be
wasn't
quiet,
standing.
Hacker.
Let me finish talking. God damn.
Right.
So after he said we already knew that he wasn't going over to no Riyadh season and fucking with Turkey. That's been proven. And he wasn't staying at 147. So what the fuck is the point of him for fight Tio for? If you're
Yeah,
not
but he
staying at
can't
that
say
weight
nobody wanted to
class.
fight him though. He can't make that claim. But people are
Listen.
literally wanting to
I don't
fight him.
watch.
The
Bro, he
mic,
had
the mic.
he had
I don't watch the boxing fans. I don't watch boxing fans, and I watch people that's in boxing sit back and say that Shakur was born and his fights we can't. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to do this and all that stuff. And I ain't never get mad or look at these niggas even differently. You know what I'm saying? But I can't put them niggas on my resume. So just because a nigga don't want to fight you, I'm not putting them on my resume. You know what I'm saying? So if these niggas ducking Boots or whatever, you still can't put them niggas on his resume because I seen niggas duck Shakur, and I'm not putting them niggas on his resume either.
Yeah, I've
I
never
don't
said.
know what the
Yeah.
hell you
But
talking
who's
about.
doing
Who
that?
ducks Shakur?
What are you talking
But
about?
What you
but
mean?
But
Who
hold on, we got
ducking
Dean,
Shakur? So
somebody
you
new
never
up here.
heard
We
niggas
got
say out
somebody
their
new
mouth
on
that
the
they will
panel.
fight Shakur?
We got somebody
You
new
never
on the
heard that?
panel. Rich, when you hear me
Come
talking,
on,
that
man.
means stop. Rick,
Rick
what's
ain't
your 2
new.
cents? Rick, what you got for the show?
All right, what's up with it, Miss J,
What's going
panel,
on?
What's going
What's up,
on,
Rick?
Rick?
everybody in
What's
the
good with
chat?
your fam, Rick,
What's
my guy?
Biggie?
Man, look, I clicked on it at the perfect time. I heard Dean mention something about T.O. trolling. And a lot of that trolling is what disappoints me about T.O., especially the monkey, the banana type trolling. So I don't, whether he mean well, fun and games, trying to promote fights or not, I'm not a fan of that monkey talk at all. As a black man, especially the context T.O. was using it in. So I've been very, very transparent and open the last year or so, maybe, about how I heavily, highly desire for T.O. and Ryan as well to both to get some royal black ass whoopings. So
Uh-huh.
when it comes with this fight come Saturday, hey man, I really need Shakur to step it up. T.O. usually fights better when he faces better competition, so I fully expect T.O. to come with it. I don't see T.O. as a pushover. He's a prick, he's a punk, he's a cake, he's a hoe, he's all the above, but the dude can fight. He is a threat, but I fully expect and need Shakur to beat his ass. And that's a lot to ask from Shakur, but hey, you gotta have it. I gotta have it. T.O. need his ass beat.
Well, he about to get out boxed.
Well, he gonna get out boxed. I don't know about he getting his ass beat. And he gonna be ready and willing going to the club after the. But I don't know. T.O. bruised too damn easy.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he
It's
do.
gonna be a good fight. I don't know who's gonna win. I believe Shakur is gonna win, but Tio
Shakur Head's gonna give out mid fight.
I don't.
He said
No,
he
it's
He's
gonna be
gonna
a
go
good
back
fight.
to that slapping shit.
No, he
It's
said
gonna
he
be a
found the
good fight.
remedy. Do y'all know what a remedy mean? A remedy mean you heal. He found the remedy. He ain't say they better. He said he found the remedy.
Oh, that nigga
That
got them
mean
cortisone shots.
he healed them.
Yeah, well, he probably is the same thing, but
He
you
got
can't
that
talk.
snack.
He's not gonna be on TV talking about my hands are hurt. He has a fight coming up.
He got that
Boxing
snack.
hacker, don't let them tell you anything crazy, bro. He said what he said, and that's what it is.
Who's
What you
telling him
talking
anything
about?
crazy?
He
What are
got
you
that
saying?
snack.
Man, what I said is his hands. He said his hands is cool. Y'all trying to bully right now. You
I
know what I'm
mean, he
saying?
said he
Boxing
got
hacker
Wow.
that
as
I
snack.
said
usual.
he found
Because y'all
the
know what y'all
remedy.
doing. Like, come
I'm
on,
saying
man.
he
Like,
found the remedy, which
He
means
said
his
his
hands
hands
is
was cool
healed.
before
What are
the
you
Delos
talking
Santos
about?
oh my
fight.
God. You know
Blue,
what?
that's my
Y'all
man.
know what y'all
Yeah,
Blue,
doing.
that's
he,
my
Cut it
man. He
out.
said
even
his
his
hands
hands
was
hurt.
cool
He's
Cut
before
it
the
not
out,
Delos
saying it
man.
Santos
on
fight. Blue, that's my
TV.
What are
man.
we doing? Hold on, Blue Hustle Man. What are we doing? He said he found the remedy. I'm
He did say
saying
that.
he's saying his hands
What?
is healed if he found the remedy.
Yeah,
That
Two
he,
means
snack
Oh,
packs.
you
Blue,
wanted to being sarcastic about that, Queen?
that's
man,
exactly what he said.
No,
man,
no,
Now
no,
my
no,
man,
no, 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 no,
man,
no, no.
Blue
I didn't
Hustle,
ask you that.
man.
I
If
asked you, was you
hey,
being sarcastic about that? What
Blue
you
no,
Hustle,
I
man,
say?
he
was
said his hands
I
was
was
Okay,
stressing the
then
point.
my bad, my bad.
Blue.
If you're
Hey,
being
Blue.
sincere, hold on, time out. If you're being sincere about it and anybody's being sincere about what they're saying about this, then that's my bad. But if you're being sarcastic
God
about it, it
damn.
is what it is.
Blue
I'm
Hustle, man,
done.
all Deem is saying is that he say the same thing before every fight, and then after the fight, he say his hands was hurting and stuff. So
yeah,
he
but there's,
said that same
No,
thing before
no, I
Delos
can
yeah,
get
but
Santos
there's
that,
no way
fight.
Deem.
you
I
can,
can
That's
do, but
all.
you
you
see where I'm
can't
coming
say that
from. What
your
I
No,
say,
hands
I
hurt
right,
see where
before
you're
a
Deem?
coming
fight,
from.
bro.
I'm just saying.
Okay, that's
No,
all I was
and I'm
saying. That's
saying
all
that
I was
he
saying.
shouldn't have no issues after the fight because he didn't say they're better. He said he found the remedy. That's what I'm saying, which means you
Yeah, he
healed.
also said his hands is cool, so I ain't making no
But
excuses
he
for
said
him.
that
It is
he
what
said
it
he
is.
felt the remedy before the Zapata fight too. Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, he
but
did?
you have to say that because
Yes.
you can't just be like my hands is broke before a
No,
fight.
I agree, boxing hacker. I agree with that. I'm just saying that I can't. That's why I can't take what he says
Yeah,
with face value. Like,
yeah,
so
his
what
hands
he
No, I
probably
got
said.
you. I got you. I got you.
yeah.
That
His
kind of
hands
remind
could.
me of George Foreman getting a physical when he made his comeback after that 10-year break. He was having some complications with his fist. He said he couldn't open his fist, and when
Hmm.
he was getting checked on by the doctor pre-fight, he said he just kind of fucked off the doctor and kept making jokes and tried to get it off his mind, and he got it by when he couldn't open that damn fist up. And
Yeah, I
so
Damn.
don't think his hands all the way healed. Man, not when you consistently in the gym like that.
No,
But
probably
hey, he
not.
said his
But
hands
he
good,
said
they
he don't
good.
do the same things over and over.
He's gonna
Shit,
find a way to
he
win
used the same damn hand wraps.
though. Shakur's
Unless
gonna
that
find
was
a
an
way to
old
win.
video.
Nah, that was a fresh video of him putting them old raps on. I need to put Tim Bradley voice over that part.
I
Yeah,
just think
Shakur's a
though.
tactician. He'll find a
I
way.
think
You
people
know,
overestimating To. Like that's my opinion. I just think people like this is where we gonna find out. Like again, this gonna be
Yeah.
another that resume talk stuff. We going. I'm just listen, man. Certain things you just see, And Tio has shown me too much inconsistency. Let me tell y'all about boxing. You can say what you want to say about Shakur, but Shakur consistent in what he does. Tio's not. And when the lights is bright, Shakur can always go to factory reset defense. What Tio gonna go to? That's gonna crack what Shakur doing.
Man, we can't sleep on Tio like that.
All
I
right,
mean, he done been in there with
I'm
his shit, but
snoozing,
I ain't gonna
man.
say I can't say a fighter can't get better, bro.
He I
Maybe
haven't
the
seen him. He ain't get better at 40 though,
but at the
Pete.
same time though, like Shakur said, it's different style. They got totally different styles from them other dudes that he had fought.
Take it out.
So
Yeah, I think he got a more
damn,
unbeatable style, Pete. I agree. I think he got a more unhittable style. You see where I think he got a more you gonna be thinking in there. I watched Tio versus Jermaine Ortiz the first 6 rounds. I think Shakur is a better boxer than Jermaine Ortiz. I seen how much trouble he had with Jermaine Ortiz and Shakur is southpaw.
but Shakur
So,
don't move as much as Jermaine Ortiz do.
but he can though, Pete, if he
But
wants
he's
to.
He
not. But
can
no,
though.
he can't. But I highly doubt he do that. Especially go back to what motherfuckers was already criticizing you about.
Pay, he told you, Pay, you don't be
Shit.
Pay, you a hard-headed Detroit nigga. What that nigga tell you after the Williams DePater fight? Pay,
Hey,
what
did
he
you just
say?
tell me you don't take that nigga? You don't take his shit at base
All right,
surface? Hell
you got
no.
me.
Well, I'm not
Nah, you
either.
got me there. All right, damn,
I'm
you got
not
me.
either.
Y'all know
Shit.
I want to see the Tio
Let
the
me say this.
Tio the Tio that faced Loma in the 12th round. That's the Tio I want to see against Shakur.
All right, I agree, Rick. Or
Yeah,
just the Josh
That's it.
Taylor TO all 12 rounds.
Mm.
Give me
man.
that one. Rick, just give me a focus
Nah,
Tio. Give me a Tio that look like he care and ain't got
Yeah.
his hands down, shimmy and is doing the Steph Curry shimmy, Rick. I don't want to see that, okay? I don't want to
So
see
hold on.
Tio.
So check this out, Deem and everybody else. 2 cents and everybody. I'm gonna tell you like this. I expect Tio to come out at his best. He knows if he's a prize fighter, first of all, and he knows what it takes to win this fight. He better come at his best. Because Shakur has already said that he's coming at his best. So both fighters need to come at their best to win the fight.
I just
If
think it's
Shakur
levels to
loses,
this shit.
it is. But no matter what, Tio can still beat Shakur. Shakur can still
Mm-hmm.
beat Tio.
yeah,
So
that's
I'm a
true.
realistic and logical person to where I'm telling you right now, if Tio's coming off his
Blossom,
game,
man,
that's
how
on
can we
him.
say that? How can we say that when people say stuff like that, how can we say he can do that? We don't know
He
that.
can. No, 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 no,
Shakur
no.
He
could
says he's a wild
But
card.
am I right or wrong? Hold
Shakur
on.
could
Listen to
beat
what I'm
that nigga
saying,
10
Dean.
times out of 10, probably.
Okay, you're right. You're right. But no matter what, I'm still gonna
All
give
right, I
Tio
got
the
you. I feel
respect
y'all.
and
I
the
understand.
and the props that he deserves as
Yeah,
being a fighter that's getting in the ring with him.
he's definitely
I'm
a
not
wild
gonna
card.
I'm not gonna sit there and tarnish what he has going on, brother. I'm gonna give him the respect that
I'm
he
Crazy
not
how
deserves.
y'all
saying
shit on
that's
other people opponents. This is
yeah,
wild.
I'm not saying that
Hold
Tio
on, what?
can't. I don't
T.O.
think you
T
gotta
ain't no
try.
Omar Roach
So
2 cent. Relax.
hold on. I shit on.
Hey
Did you say
Rick,
I
is you
shit?
tarnishing
No,
Curry
No.
no,
Ho-
when you
no,
ain't
oh,
no.
even
okay,
Go
had
okay,
ahead,
a
Blue. Go
shot,
ahead.
Rick?
okay. Well, I'm just saying like this. I feel like the fighters, I want this to be a good fight. Both fighters know what they're up against, and I don't think
I agree
either
with that.
fighter wants to lose. You see what I'm saying? No matter what,
Hmm.
no fighter wants to lose this fight. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna say to you is this: no matter what, I still believe that Shakur is gonna win the fight.
Hey, I
What I'm
think
I
saying
I
is
I'm
Tio
I
can win
think
the fight.
I
I'm
think I
probably the
think
only person
I
up here that
Yeah,
got Tio
yeah.
winning.
yeah, I
I
think
think so,
and I
Pete.
think a lot of people up here, man. I think I don't know if I don't know what y'all see in Tio. I guess y'all seen that he got into some close fights or whatever. But from what y'all saying, it's gonna be a 12-0. I don't even think it's gonna be a 12-0. And I think Shakur gonna win, but I don't think he gonna just beat him 12-0. That's the way y'all
Nah, he
talking.
not. Nah, he not gonna beat him
That's the way
12-0.
I
it
mean,
seems
What
come
I'm
like.
on,
saying,
12-0. That's not even like this not even nothing to be sitting on here talking about then.
120 to 108. That ain't it.
yeah,
But
that
nah,
ain't
but
it.
that's what it
Why
seems
not?
like. That's what it seems like that Tio. I don't think Tio is slouch like that. I
At
think
No,
all.
Rich, what I'm saying is No, Tio's gonna put up a valiant effort. He could put a valiant effort up against Shakur 100 times. Certain niggas, Rick. I remember Rick was on
He ain't
Fanon,
gonna win though.
KO. I seen Rick right before the Bud fight, and Rick was telling us, "But Earl don't stand a chance in hell." He wasn't no wronger then, just because I didn't believe it at the time. Rick was right. Earl don't stand it. We saw the fight. Earl could have fought Bud no matter the time. He don't
Shakur
do
not all
Yeah,
that,
that.
man.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
he
not.
is
talking
though.
about time.
I
All
gotta
right.
No,
see it.
listen,
All right, hold
listen.
on, y'all. Hold
I
on. We
under,
got somebody new on the panel. Go ahead. Sapino.
There goes Supreme. Oh Lord.
My
Filipinos
was
nigga
that
claiming
Big
killer.
Supreme.
Supreme? Is that Big Supreme? What's good, my
Yeah,
guy?
that's me. That's me. You can hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said,
you
what's
good,
good, my
gang.
guy?
What's up, my guy? What's the word?
Do what
I
you
hear
do.
Dean talking
Talk
that
your shit.
bullshit. Listen, man, yo,
Yeah,
you
y'all
got a
need
lot of faith in
Shakur a
Shakur, bro.
whole
Like, I
lot.
ain't gonna lie. It's not as big of a skill difference as y'all making it seem, bro. Like,
At
10 out of
all.
10 times you gonna beat Tiafimo? I don't see that, bro.
At all.
Damn, me,
I don't see that
I
at
agree
all.
with Boxing Hacker. What the fuck is going on,
Yo, you
dog?
said Andy
Like,
Cruz is gonna wipe the floor with Mortala, bro.
no, I didn't. I picked Maritala. Stop it. No, I
You
didn't. I picked
freestyling.
Maritala.
All right,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, you're wrong.
We gonna have to. I'm
We
gonna pull
got the
back up the tape, bro,
recordings.
because I
We
remember you
got the
saying Andy
record.
Cruz gonna
Please,
get him.
you want to bet it? You want to bet it? Do you want to bet it?
Oh
I remember.
shit.
I remember us going back and forth about that.
I said I got Maritala. I said I want Andy to win for the home team, but I got Maritala. That's
You
what
had your
Dean
bets.
said. That's what
But all
Dean
I'm saying
said.
is, I don't think Shakur. Like, I don't see how you have a competitive fight with Artem Harutyan and Zapata, and then you just automatically wash to your female.
That's what
I
I'm
don't see
saying.
that.
Because he said he was probably being a bad bitch during camp. Remember he said
Man,
he was
I ain't.
working out at the crib.
Talk to who?
Two
Supreme.
Oh
You,
cent.
you
yeah.
gotta
Andy?
So
understand
Hey,
he
two
was
the
cent.
reason
mistaken as
why
Wash.
Hey, two
Shakur
cent.
beat you.
Every
The
time that
reason
nigga,
why.
every time he have a bad performance, that nigga have an excuse. I ain't believing that shit.
Tony, can you tell these niggas they mistaken Wash? I'm not saying if Shakur fought Tio 10 times out of 10, he'll get rounds. It'll be a good fight. I'm saying it don't matter when they fight, he
Y'all
gonna beat
sleeping on
him.
T.O.,
Is
bro.
what
I
I'm
disagree with
I
you,
don't think
Dean. I
Shakur's that
disagree. I
crazy,
disagree.
bro.
I disagree. Hold on, Dean. I disagree with you. I think Shakur out of 10 fights beats Tio 11 times.
This
Look,
nigga trip.
That's
here's the
nasty.
facts.
I don't see
No,
that
no,
at
no,
all, bro.
Supreme.
Fucking time.
This is what you got to understand. You got to
One
stop
mic,
being
one mic, one
you
mic.
you you got to stop being emotional. You got to stop supporting the Puerto Rican and just understand this. Tio cannot fight going forward. He has struggled against like B-level boxers going forward. Struggled bad. Shakur is the one of the best boxers in all of boxing for purest boxing off the back foot. If you can't go forward, if you can't cut off the ring, you can't beat a Shakur.
Man, that's
Then whenever they
Tony.
stand, hold on. Then when we see them stand side by side, we learn box rec is wrong. Shakur is actually taller than T.O. He's got
facts.
longer
Mm-hmm.
arms than T.O. So now you
But
have a dude who's shorter, who weight wise is smaller, who reach is not as long, and he can't fight going forward. So how I don't see a world that he can get around
Tony,
the jab. It's just going to
it's
be a
hard.
boring
Well, but
fight.
Shakur can't cut off the ring neither, though, bro.
Shakur don't have to
That's
cut off the
Hey,
ring.
look at Jumbo
And it's
hand.
what's so
How you
crazy
know that?
though, Tony, bro. It's hard to beat. It's hard to believe you, bro, because you said the same shit with Canelo and Bud, my nigga.
No, I did not.
You
Bro,
did. You,
shit, like,
bro. You kept saying the nigga was too
Yo,
big.
bro.
Ain't
fight
no
again
way in fuck
forever,
he beat
This
ever.
the
Bud.
problem.
Like,
This the problem that they
come on,
have, Dean,
bro.
right? This the problem they have. I told them that Kid Austin was gonna stop Tevin Farmer early. It happened. I told them that
You
fucking
did say
Brian
that.
Norman Jr. don't belong in a ring with Devin Haney. It
You did
happened.
say that.
Just like you, I picked Maura Tyler to beat Andy Cruz because I didn't think he had enough experience. I even correlated to the Salido fight when Loma fought Salido. It was too early. I get so many damn picks right on here that they can
My
only pick out
nigga,
the one
I'm
that I
You
going
get
just
up,
picked
wrong.
wrong
bro.
too, though,
Now,
I,
bro.
look, here's what they also
this nigga
forget.
tripping.
Here's what, no, I'm not done, Paid. I let you talk. You say what you had to say. Here's what they
I ain't
also
even get
leave out.
You
finished.
cut me
You
Here's,
cut
off,
me
bro.
off.
here's what they also leave out. Here's
Why
the
y'all
fact that
niggas
they
cut
also
me off
leave out.
before that?
Hold on, Supreme.
Hold on,
Hold
wait a
on.
minute, Tony. Hold on, Tony, because it was Supreme. He had the floor.
Well, I was
Nah,
actually
Tony, go
talking when
ahead,
Paid
man.
turned off
Tony
his
on
Okay,
mic.
smack right now. You
go
going on the
ahead,
rant?
Tony.
Not you,
Go
man,
ahead,
sir.
Tony.
Let Tony finish, and then everybody else can go. Come on, Tony.
So what I'm gonna finish with is this. They like to leave out the part where I said
When Canelo beats Bud Crawford, I'm not gonna give him no credit because he beat a dude who came up 2 weight classes. He don't get no credit. The only person who gets credit in that fight is Bud. Bud won the fight. He get all the credit in the world. No, I picked
bro,
Kambosos to beat T.O., not Devin. You might want to go
bro,
back and check your
bro.
receipts.
No, we was on the panel together, my dog. You said that, bro. I'm pretty sure everybody up here heard you say that
I
Canelo is
heard
the
him say
bigger,
it.
stronger man. There's no way that he should be. There's nothing Bud can even do with Canelo. Come on,
Hey,
bro.
did you just
Like
hear
you
what I
gotta be
said?
real.
Did you listen to anything I said?
You got it, bro.
What I
If
said,
you-
All
Pay,
I'm
let me
saying is,
replay.
man,
Let me
boxing's a
replay.
theater
Let me replay
unpredictable,
what I
bro. Like
said.
you can't just say
Let
that
me replay
Teofimo
what
is
I
gonna
said.
wash.
Hold on, y'all, please.
Let me
One
replay
at
what
a
I
time.
said.
One at a
Let me
time.
All
replay
right.
what I said for Pay because Pay didn't understand what I said. So I'm gonna say it again. I picked Canelo to beat the shit out of Bud because of the size difference. But what I said, what you missed, what you didn't hear, and I'm gonna say again is I also stated that when Canelo wins, I give him zero credit because he's a bigger man beating up a smaller man. He gets no
you got
credit
it,
for the
bro.
win. But
You got it, bro.
Bud gets all the credit in the world if he beats Canelo. I just don't believe he can. That's what I
Man,
said.
you gave the whole fight breakdown and everything. You got it, bro. You
Are you
got it,
Big
bro.
slow? Or
Supreme.
are
I'm
you
You
good.
got
Dean,
it,
Dean,
bro.
Dean, Dean? Did you
You got
understand
it,
what I
bro.
said? Did you understand what
I
I
know.
said, Dean?
Did you ever
I
hear me
heard you.
say I didn't understand what you said
I heard you, Tony. I heard you. Just paid not trying to
We
hear
all,
that
we
shit.
all,
That's
we
all.
all
at
heard you,
all?
and
They not trying to hear that shit,
Paid
bro.
under,
At
no,
all. I don't know why he
Paid
kept repeating
understood,
it.
but he don't
I heard
care.
you the first
Paid,
time.
yeah, Paid understand you. He don't care.
That
We
part.
got we gotta let Big Supreme go. We did cut Brody off. We was on that
That's
stage.
nasty,
Go ahead, fam.
nasty work.
Go ahead, fam.
All I'm gonna say is this, right? Boxing's the theater of the unpredictable. So I'm not gonna sit here and say Shakur's gonna move up to his fourth division and just automatically wash Teofimo. I don't see it. I mean, like maybe he'll make me believe on Saturday. I seen him struggle with Zepeda. I mean, he pulled it off. He had a hard time with Artem Harutyan. He had a competitive fight with Robson Casasiao. Just going down his resume, like I just don't see what y'all see where he's gonna wash Teofimo. I
I
don't
don't
see it.
either.
I mean, like I
Can I
know that
tell
Tio
you?
has mental lapses, like the Cambosos fight or against Sandor Martin and stuff like that, but I just don't see Shakur just demolishing this kid.
Big
Now, if he
Not at
does
Supreme.
that, then
all.
he's the goods. And I mean, like, I stand corrected, but I just don't see that.
Big
He hasn't
I,
done
Supreme.
nothing
Big
Question.
Supreme.
in
He
his career
overcommits.
to let me think that he's gonna do that, bro.
Big
Like he's not
Supreme. He
Jamel Herring. He's not
overcommits.
Arden
Big
Ruin.
Supreme. He
You said
keeps
no
his
offense?
lead hands down. He overcommits. He keep his lead hand down. Shakur like to jab off that lead hand. Shakur wants you to keep the lead hand down. He wants you to be not that good going forward. Your reflexes is not better than him. So even if you are a more powerful counter puncher and you might be the faster fighter, you not better reactionary time than he is. I
no,
I
don't
I
disagree
see
with
doubt.
what
No,
that.
Tio
I
do to
disagree,
crack
bro.
it.
I
Y'all
disagree,
can
Dean.
disagree. Listen, okay,
Hey,
I ain't
let me say something real
disagree
quick,
with it.
Dean.
Go ahead,
Let
Blue
me say
Hustle
this
Man.
real
Go
quick.
ahead.
I'm just gonna. This is gonna take me 10, 15 seconds, anyways. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I say this all the damn time. Shakur keeps his hands open and punch exchanges. Keo doesn't. He closes his eyes. Y'all got it.
Nigga said
Huh?
Tia closes out. Yo, listen, all I'm saying is this, right?
Y'all don't
Teofimo got
understand what
fast
I'm
hands.
saying?
He's explosive. He's
Y'all don't
athletic.
understand what I'm saying. That's
Now, I
why he's
understand
so
what you're saying, bro.
defensively.
Like he keep his mouth closed. It's all good.
Okay.
All
No,
I'm
I get
saying
what
is
you're
like
saying. Blue Hustle Man being
Teofimo,
sarcastic.
Teofimo
Huh?
similar. I'm not saying he's like Boots at all, but I'm saying like he's athletic and it works for him, bro. Like Boots wasn't supposed to land an uppercut overcommitted on Lima like that, but he's special. Now I'm not saying Teofimo's a special fighter like Boots, but we have seen him in the ring and he's more athletic than
Where was
Shakur.
that shit at
Yo,
versus
you
Steve
Listen, he's
cannot
more
Clay?
athletic than Shakur.
compare
I
Gio to
think he has faster
goddamn
hands than
beat.
Shakur. And I
Cut it
think he
out,
punches
man.
harder than Shakur. So I feel like he's gonna keep
Yeah,
Shakur hands in his pockets and he's gonna
He
move
does
around.
punch. He
facts.
does,
And
bro. You're right. He
it's gonna
does.
look like the Santos fight, in my opinion. Now, if Shakur steps
Mm-hmm.
him and then he do what he got to do, then I stand corrected. Like, I want to see that from him. I'm actually rooting for
Mm-hmm.
Shakur to beat Teofimo, but I don't see what y'all see where he's just gonna win 10 rounds to 2 or something like that. I don't see
Yeah,
that at
this
all.
ain't that type of fight.
Big
I got an
Supreme.
8-5.
No.
Remember this. I told you.
Keyshawn Davis
He's
said
gonna
itself.
stand.
So y'all think it's
Listen,
gonna look like Oscar Valdez?
yeah, Keyshawn
No.
Davis had an interview with Brian Custer, and he said that Shakur's in a real fight. Like, this is a real
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
50-50 fight.
that's
He said
wonderful.
that
I'm telling you
Shakur has
right
been in the
now.
gym. Yo, bro, why you keep cutting me off, man? I let you get your little eyes close shit off,
No,
man.
no, my
What's going
apologies,
on, bro?
bro. My apologies. I was
All
just
I'm
trying to say
saying
one
is,
point real
I'm
quick.
gonna
My
let.
bad.
Hold on, y'all just wait.
Oh, so you want to cut me off to finish your point?
No,
I'm
no,
gonna land my
go ahead.
bus
No, you're
right here.
good. You're good.
All I'm
I
saying is,
apologize, man. I
Let her
apologize.
I'm
talk.
gonna land my bus, bro. Let me land
Let
my
her
bus, man.
talk.
All I'm saying is, when you have someone like Keyshawn Davis who's in camp with with Shakur, and he said that he's in a real fight. He's a great fighter, and he doesn't see. He said he could go either way. So it's like if Keyshawn Davis is saying that, I don't see how y'all could say that this man is gonna get in the ring and just watch the female, bro. These
Man,
niggas
Boots
dress
Right.
alike
said
and hang out and
9-3.
smoke hookah together.
Boots said 9-3. That's what Boots said.
I'm cool with that.
Boo said Fulton is
I
on site anyway, nigga.
All right, I'm just saying everybody gets stuff wrong, man. You wanted to bring up Keyshawn word
Exactly,
like
bro.
he
So it don't matter what
God.
Boots said. Boots can say whatever.
Why
but
you bring up
Boots and Bosu
Keyshawn
said
then?
that Andy Cruz is gonna
but
Why
watch
did you
Tyler,
bring up
nigga.
Keyshawn then?
but this the
They
thing though,
gotta
bro.
say that Big
We
Supreme, they
I'm
was
saying because he's
training him.
actually in
They
camp with
supposed
him.
to
Look,
say
look,
he gonna
Dave,
lose
listen,
to
Dave,
Big Supreme
listen.
being an Earthman.
Listen, all I'm saying is Keyshawn
Nigga,
Davis
I'm
and
training
Shakur
Andy.
Stevenson
He
is
gonna
best friends
lose.
damn near, bro. Listen, I didn't
Oh
say he was
man.
gonna lose. All I said was I don't see what y'all see where he's gonna wash him, bro. It's two different things.
yeah.
So Big Supreme, what are you gonna
You
do
just
to
make
beat
it
him?
seem like TFM got no chance,
All
bro.
right, Big Supreme, I want to listen to you. Your
I disagree with
soliloquy.
that.
What is he gonna do to beat him? I heard your soliloquy. What is he gonna do to beat him?
You gonna make the fight rough?
What you
Man,
mean?
that's
Who
what
is Big
that's what I'm
Shakur
Supreme?
not
saying.
gonna let that
I ain't
If
gonna,
a
I
happen.
ain't,
All
if
right,
listen,
a
I
so
ain't gonna
y'all
say,
keep the
listen,
victors.
I'm not saying
All
it's not he gonna beat him, but I'm just saying,
Who
Hey,
listen,
think
didn't
he
listen,
gonna run
didn't
these
but this
people
Zapata
my
try to
rapping?
make it rough?
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
Hey,
what
saying.
I'm
Precision said,
saying.
"Fuck what this
But
nigga Big Supreme had to say. I'm gonna let you know."
but we gotta remember Zapata was able to land punches, bro. I don't think it takes one punch to change a fight, bro. This is boxing, bro.
Hey,
To say
Penny,
that, man, we can't say that
Shakur.
that nigga not good because the fact that, bro, look where he made it to in the game, bro. Regardless of how we look at that shit.
Hey,
Bro,
yo,
he
Okay,
I
beat
love
some
that's
y'all.
he
wonderful.
beat
Hey,
some
yo, I
he
love
beat he
y'all.
bro he beat some top level names, bro. Like
Yeah, he did.
we
correct.
gotta stop that
You're
shit.
right.
Yeah,
This
You're
he
nigga
right.
did.
is
You're
He
not
right.
did.
no
Yeah.
But
fucking
let me
he's
say
not
this.
no fucking Zapata. He's not no fucking he's not no Artem Harantunian, none of that shit, bro. It's
No
not no Jamel
electrician.
Herring.
You're
He not
correct.
It's a
You're
real
padding.
correct.
dog.
He not
Lord,
Okay.
padding.
Shakur ain't no
Listen,
Steve Claggett. Shakur ain't no Steve Claggett. He ain't no
Say
fucking
it again,
Sando
Steve
Martin. He
Claggett.
ain't no Jermaine Ortiz.
hey, Devin,
Hey,
Devin
fact
ducked
that.
Sando
Like
Martin.
it's
but
just
let me say this. Let me
Oh
say
you
this in
you
man.
response.
hold on, bro. You have seen like I just said Steve Claggett, Jermaine Ortiz, Sando Martin. Like I'm not even gonna bring up the
Devin ducked
Cambosis because
Sando
he ain't a
Martin.
boxer.
Cambosis.
I'm not gonna bring up Cambosis because he's not an outboxer. He fought him in the pocket.
Cambosa's
You
trash.
have seen what
He
Tio
trash.
struggles against. You have literally seen the stylistic where his
Okay,
chink in his arm is, and he's going in
okay.
there against the best boxer. Now,
He
Cambosis
look,
is an ex
Zapata,
undisputed champion.
Bro, them two
Zapata,
different styles of fighting, bro,
Zapata
that you
is
talking
different.
about.
You have to understand something. Zapata, he chose to stay in the pocket. He didn't try to circle him. He didn't try to
Tony.
outbox him. He didn't try to jab him. He felt Zapata's power and
Can I
realized he
say this,
can't do
y'all?
nothing to him.
Man, this
Why
bro,
we
it's
Yeah,
acting
that's
that's
a
a
like
fact.
whole
T.O.
But
ain't
them
lose? Why
different
we acting
styles of
like
boxing,
T.O. ain't
bro.
lose to the nigga on the co-main
let me let
page?
me let me let me
How
finish
how
my
come
point.
Five
how come y'all keep
styles
The
of
nigga on the
hold on, let
boxing.
me
co-main.
let Blue go. Let me let Blue
Let,
go.
let,
But
let
how
me
come
just
y'all
finish
keep
my point
dropping
real quick.
hold on, Blue, let me let you go. How come y'all keep dropping Sando Martin name like Devin ain't drop his belt so he ain't have to fight Sando Martin?
Why
Exactly.
y'all acting like? Why y'all acting
Oh,
That
like?
two
was a
cents
Why
money
trying to
y'all
thing.
stir
That
the
acting
was
pot.
like
money.
T.O. ain't
Hey, two
lose
cents
to the
trying to
nigga
stir
on the
the pot.
co-main?
Boy, she trying to stir the pot.
But go ahead,
Oh,
Blue. Go
y'all
ahead,
gonna
Blue.
just
Okay,
ignore
okay, check
Dean.
this
It's
out.
all
I
good.
just I just want to reply to what Big Supreme said. My guy Supreme said. So check this out, fam. This is what I'm gonna say. Now, when Shakur stands in front of him in the middle of the ring at TO and he wins the fight from doing this, I'm telling you, he's gonna do this. He's not gonna just run. I understand what you're saying. I heard what you said, Supreme. But I'm telling you this. Just remember when you're watching the fight, Blue Hustle Man told you so. Because I'm
No, I
telling you
think
right now,
Shakur got moved.
he's gonna stand. I'm not talking to you, boxing hacker. Give me a second, please.
Oh, now y'all see what I go through. It's like, look.
Yeah, it's all good. I can tolerate him. That's my guy. I don't care. I just tell him, give me a second, and he says, okay, it is what it is. So I'm gonna say just like this. Remember, Supreme, I promise you this. Shakur is going to stand in front of that man and still beat him. I promise you this.
All right, Blue, can I ask this? Why
Go
y'all
ahead. Go
acting
ahead.
like T.O. ain't go life and death and loss to the nigga who on the
And what you gonna
co-main.
say to Fimo? Watch that nigga.
Well, can I finish, Big Supreme? Why y'all gotta go to something else? Why y'all try to act like we didn't see Teofimo Lopez lose to Jermaine Ortiz and that nigga on the co-main? And y'all
No,
telling me
I feel you, fam.
he gonna
But
beat
we
I
going
feel
Shakur
you.
back to
easily?
all these older fights though, bro. Come to the recent fights. What did he do in his last
They ain't that
performance?
old. They ain't
Look
that
like
old.
shit.
Can I
He looked
talk?
no, he was
Can I
actually
talk?
actually had the best fucking
Can I talk?
fight on the card. To be honest, he
Hold on,
looked the
y'all. Let me
best on
let
that
let me
card.
let let me
Yeah,
let Be
because it
More
was
Bully.
lackluster fights, bro. Like, don't sit there and give him props for other fighters that perform shitty. Don't do that,
Bro,
please.
All
I'm
right, hold on,
not what I'm
y'all. Let
saying.
me hold on, Pay. Let me let Be More Bully go because we about to wrap up. Go ahead, Be More Bully.
All I gotta do is, all I want to say is this: I'm not letting this fight get me emotional for the simple fact that it's the battle of the B-side bitches.
Damn.
Sugar versus Sweet.
Woo!
Sugar versus Sweet. It's a gay fest going on.
Oh shit.
LGBTQ
Nah,
motherfuckers
stop,
gonna be
stop it,
out
bro.
there and
Stop.
You
Let's not
finna
do
dancing,
get
that. Let's
girl,
hurt.
not do that.
like they be
Let's not
doing
do
at the
that.
Puerto
Let's let
Rican
him do
Day
that.
Parade.
Bro,
Yo,
bro, you
it's
gotta
gonna
chill.
be
You gonna
off
get her
the hook,
shit fucked.
yo.
You gonna get her shit took down, bro. You gotta chill on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Calm
all
down,
right.
fam. You on some
But
other
it,
shit.
all
Come
right,
on.
but it's gonna be wild as I don't know what out there. That's all I'm saying.
What
And
people bullying and talking about?
I really don't give a damn about this fight, yo. Fuck both of them.
All right, don't watch it.
Oh, I won't.
All right,
I
Be
Okay.
More.
won't.
You only like
I
fighters that wear
guarantee this nigga. I
that's
guarantee
fine.
he gonna say, "Man, I saw the fight too." Watch.
All right, Boxing. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
So I sort of don't agree with. So I agree with Big Supreme, but I don't agree with Big Supreme. I do think it's going to be a one-sided situation. I do think, but I do agree that Tio has a chance. And if Tio has a chance, it's gonna be one side his way or one side the other way. I don't think it's gonna be like back and forth because both those guys are really dominant. So like whoever game plan is the better game plan, I think it's gonna work all the way through the fight. With that, I do think that Shakur is gonna win. I think Shakur is gonna move, not because of anything, but because everybody knows that Tio struggles more when people are on the move versus like you standing in front of him. You know, Shakur, Tio is fast. So you don't want the best game plan is to move with Shakur.
Okay.
But with that, I'm out. Salute to the panel and chat.
All right, shout out Boxing Hacker. Rich, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? Rich, you there? Going
Can I
one.
talk?
You on mute, Rich? Going twice. I don't think Rich there. He been quiet the whole show. 20 reviews. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
People in denial, thinking that Tio stands a chance. He's already shown you repeatedly through repeated fights that he cannot fight a boxer. He needs you to initiate. He needs you to go forward. The problem with Shakur is he's shown you in the past when there's a threat that he could be knocked out, he goes very negative. He's not going to get in there. He's not going to make it look like Zapata. He's not going to brawl with a dude because that's the only chance Tio has. Is for him to sit his ass in the pocket and let Tio be explosive and catch him with something. This dude is just going to give him a boxing lesson. I believe the fight's more than likely going to be around like a 10-2 or a 9-3 because it's going to take Shakur a round or two, maybe three, to figure him out, watch what he does, see how he moves, and once he figures him out, it's over. It's done. He just going to box around him. And then, like I said, I'm going to be here for the little meeting because I got fold-out chairs, I got tissues for all Tio fans to sit in a circle, cry, and I'm going to just hand out these tissues while they cry together saying this. This is going to be the thing. All he did was run. All he did was run. You didn't fight him. If he would have fought Tio would have won, but he just wouldn't fight him. Look, this is boxing. Hit and don't get hit, and Shakur's going to show you why he never gets hit. That's my 2 cents.
All right, all right. I mean, I don't know. Ain't no Tio fans over here. We just trying to say why y'all think it's just not going to be a competitive fight at all. Blue Hustle, man, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Um, I hope it's a really good fight. Both fighters come with their A game on. May the best man win, but I'm still saying that it's a master boxing class with Shakur. It is what it is. You
Man,
know,
don't nobody want to watch no classes.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. But no matter what, I still say that Shakur's gonna dominate, and You know, and like Tio keeps saying, no matter what, over and over, Shakur has no power. He has no speed. He's slower than me. And I think right now, when he gets in the ring with him, he's going to figure out that timing is better than speed. Even Mayweather, proved that. So what I'm going to say is this. May the best man win, and let's just have a good fight. It's a wonderful fight card, in my opinion. It's a great fight card, regardless. And let's just enjoy it. Unfortunately, I have two events back to back on Friday and Saturday, so I'm gonna have to watch it from my phone. Otherwise, I'll be watching it at the house. You know, supporting the fight, but it is what it is. So.
All right, shout out Blue Hustle, man. Thank you for coming up, giving your 2 cents on the show. Rick Timms, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Oh man, first, just to touch up on that Cambosa's chatter earlier that you and somebody else mentioned being funny about how he's number one and he was the champion. Man, T.O. just laid an egg that night because there's no way that dude should have beat T.O. that night, man. And, Devin took the damn titles immediately from his ass and he never was champion again, And that little bullshit IBO he won with that struggle win over Maxie Hughes don't count. The IBO don't get no damn pull. Anyway, Shakur and T.O., man, I hope it's not just no one-sided affair. Ideally it could be 5-5 heading into the, championship rounds. I just fully expect Shakur to, when shit get real, for him to step it up to prove that he is the superior fighter, the superior boxer, the superior thinker. So T.O., I just feeling T.O. gonna put on a better show than most people expect. And Shakur gonna have to really be ready for it because that's the same thing I feel about Clarissa and Franchon. I feel like Franchon gonna really come to fight. So T.O., he's an asshole, but usually when he facing somebody top notch, he come with it. So we're gonna find out real soon in about 4 days, y'all. But anyway, appreciate you for having me on. Everybody
All
have
right,
a
Rick.
safe night, man.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, Rick, thanks for coming up. Dean, by any means, what is your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I want to say this, man. I think Shakur is a special fighter. I just think it takes a special fighter to beat him. And 2 Cent, Big Supreme, he has to win this fight. That's why I'm saying it the way. Theo already done took a loss. Theo can lose this fight, still get a Ryan Garcia, and everything else keep rolling. Shakur lose this fight, it's a whole different conversation. Sunday, the internet explodes for a multitude of reasons, and I shouldn't have to tell 2 Cent what those reasons are. So that's why I think he has to. I think Shakur has much more on the line than Teofimo Lopez has, even though he's the champion. I don't think that Tio career gets derailed, not even a little bit, if he loses to Shakur. I don't think I could say the same thing about Shakur Stevenson. For all of the things that y'all say, all the things everybody else says about how he fights and things like that. It's just not going to be good Sunday morning if he loses to Teofimo Lopez. That's all I'm going to say, 2 Cent. That's all, and you know it's true, 2 Cent. You know it's true. But okay.
Thanks.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good
But
night.
let me ask you a question, Dean. Let me ask
What's
you a
up?
question real quick, Dean.
What's up?
Is Ryan Garcia a special fighter?
Not now, but he could be. Special talent. Definitely
He's a
a
special
special
talent.
talent. He don't take it serious enough to be a special fighter. Now, if you asking me 2 Cent, if Ryan Garcia got his and really got dug in deep and wasn't on Neon and Adam Rawls podcast and was really doing his boxer lifestyle, 100% he could be a special fighter. 100%. 100%. Hope that
All
answer
right.
your question. I'll at y'all.
Shout out, Dean. Thank you for coming up.
And they talking some
Sapinos,
bullshit. They
what's your
talking some
final 2
bullshit.
cents? What you got for the show?
You can hear me, 2 cents?
Yeah, I can hear you. What you got?
Yeah. So basically, they keep thinking I'm picking Theo. I'm not saying that. Like I said it before, like conventional wisdom says that Shakur wins. Probably a born decision. Probably like 116, 112 maybe, with a couple scares. But the way I've been hearing people talk about Theo is like he's going to get completely dominated and washed. I just don't see that at all. I haven't seen that from Shakur at all. Like, I mean, so like, I've watched all of Shakur's fights. He impressed me with the Zepeda win, but he's not as athletic as I thought he was. I mean, and he's not as his hands is not as fast as I thought they were. So I felt like Teofimo has a lot of advantages going into this fight. He's more athletic, has faster hands. He has decent footwork. He definitely has the edge and power, and he has fairly decent IQ. So I just felt like everybody that just think that he's just gonna go in there and get washed, and they bring up the Cambosis win or loss. Like I keep telling everybody, like boxing is a theater of the unpredictable. Like we never thought Vernon Forrest to lose to Mayorga. We didn't see Tim Tszyu getting blasted by Murtazaev like that. A lot of people like me back Earl against Crawford. So I feel like Teofimo deserves more credit than people give him. And I felt like I don't want to set Shakur for a loss. I mean, I want him to go in there and do what he got to do and win, become a 4th division champion. But they just acting like he got the belt already. I just don't see it. And like I said, like I told Tony a couple lives ago, you got to take it from the champion. I just don't see Shakur stepping into Teo and actually getting into a dogfight and taking that belt. I feel like they think he's just gonna go in there and he's gonna box to a boring decision. I don't think that's gonna get him the victory. Not in this fight. And I brought up Keyshawn Davis because I'm like, all right, this is his best friend. They in training camp together. And he sparred Teo multiple times. He's seen Teo from the amateurs. He said that he thinks this is a very tough fight for Shakur, and it's 50-50. He feel like Shakur's put in the work. He sees him in the gym doing his thing. But Teofimo's not a slouch. Like, he has a lot of good wins. Yeah, he has the loss against Cambosis, but I feel like that's just like people trolling and stuff like that. Saying Martin is a crafty southpaw. Josh Taylor was undisputed. Arnold Barbosa is not a bad boxer himself. Like, I feel like Teofimo could definitely come in and pull off the victory. And he's like a plus 240 right now. So I'm looking at that, you got to get this money. So as a bettor, I'm just saying, like, I'm just not going to completely discount Teofimo. And I think he could possibly pull off the victory. And as far as everybody going back and saying that, I was right about this, I was right about that. Like, niggas get picks wrong all the time, bro. Like, that shit ain't about nothing. Like, I got Dalton Smith beating Matias. I got Mortala beating Andy Cruz, but I also lost with Brian Norman and Haney. I thought Brian Norman would actually beat Haney because I thought he was gun shy and he was a little ruined from the Ryan fight, but Haney came out there and proved this wrong, or at least me. So I feel like Shakur should go out there and do that. I want to see him go out there and have a phenomenal performance. Maybe this is his Floyd versus Zab Judah moment, because Zab Judah was faster than Floyd Mayweather, more explosive, had more power, just wasn't disciplined. I feel like this is that kind of fight. You have someone like Teofimo who has all the athletic advantages, the gifts, hand speed, power. And then you have someone like Shakur who's very cerebral, has a high IQ, and has patience. So we're going to see. Can Shakur pull that off? I don't know. He hasn't shown me anything. But maybe he might prove me wrong this Saturday. And that's I'm going to land it on that. And I just felt like Teofimo's done a lot in the sport. Yeah, you could say he's racist, he's a clown, he's a troll. I get that, but this is boxing though, bro. This is two men getting in the ring. Nobody could fight for them. Not Wally Moses, not Keyshawn Davis, not Andre Ward. It's going to be him and Teofimo. And I felt like he has to really pull it off, and I want him to see him do it. I felt like the Zepeda fight was a step in the right direction, but him saying he's not going to fight like that no more, and he's going to be a little bit more cautious and stuff like that, like, I don't see him taking that belt off Teofimo doing that. So I'm gonna land my plane with that.
All right, shout out Big Supreme coming up with the good commentary and analysis and his 2 cents of the fight. All right, it's 12:17. I'm 17 minutes over time. Shout out to me. Let me give myself a round of applause. I want everybody to punch that like and subscribe button if they haven't already. If you're listening to the replay, be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App $ 2 cents boxing or hitting the heart with the $ and leaving your 2 cents below. Let me know what you think about the fight. Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez fight week. Great show tonight. Everybody was well behaved tonight on the panel. It didn't get too heated tonight. Very direct conversation. But I really wanted to get like a real good conversation about this T.O. fight because everybody just keeps saying, oh, he's going to watch him, he's going to watch him, he's going to watch him. No, let's really have an in-depth conversation. Let's say what happens. What happens if T.O. wins? What happened? I've said, what happens if Keyshawn and Shakur both lose? How crazy would that be? I mean, I might put a little parlay with that on there together. Could you imagine the odds on that? But listen, I'll be live again Friday, all women's panel, Friday night. Turn on your notification bell if you have not already so you can get notified when I go live. Big Supreme, I think Jermaine Ortiz is like a plus 410 or something crazy when I looked it up on Bovada. But listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, kicking you off the panel, timing you out the chat, leaving you in the background, muting you on the panel while you trying to talk, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Thank you.